I am back after a long while. Holy shit, it's been a minute. Man. Okay, let's see. Let's get this set up. There we go. It has been a long minute since actually it's only been like a week since I last live streamed. Which one do I want to do? Do I want to do Star Rails? Let's do Impact. It's been a long week since I last live stream, and the reason for that is once again laziness. I've just been lazy. I need to get over that habit of not streaming, because I need to stream more often. Oh shit, I need to stream more often. I need to make more videos more often. But one of the things that's kind of been terrifying me as of late is the React content. There's a lot of channels being shut down, or rather a lot of channels that have gotten copyright strikes, which is, you know, a video that I'm about to be covering right now. Now, there's two parts to this video. I'm watching the first part, and then we're gonna do the second part. But apparently, there is a YouTube channel that goes by the name Jubilee that have been going around sending out copyright strikes. Now, I am aware that this problem has been like more or less resolved, and I'm kind of late to the game, but I did want to cover it a little bit and talk about it because it is a big deal. It's one of the reasons why I do not react to Jubilee specifically. I don't like reacting to really big channels because you never know when somebody's just gonna hit you with the copyright strike, even if it is under the guise of fair use. You never know, somebody's just gonna hit you with that copyright strike, and then your entire channel is just like absolutely fucked. So it is something that I am looking into. Now, let me go ahead and take care of this real quick, because this is going to be loud. I don't want it louder than my live stream. Gotta love the gaming though. Gotta love the gaming. Okay, hold on. Let's see. What are we working with? Settings. 15. Let's put that at 3. Perfect. All right. So I'm just gonna jump right on into it, and yeah, let's do some React content.
I've been dealing with some stuff on the back end. We got a bit of a problem where, as you can see in the title, it looks like the Jubilee channel is trying to have us deleted.
Yep.
Now, maybe that's not the best characterization, but
we don't know if they're trying to have us deleted.
Well, what they're doing might result in us being deleted.
Yes.
We had videos recently that were flagged, some new, some old, by a company called LDS.
Yeah, see, already. Let me fix the quality because I don't fuck with that 360. There we go. Much better.
On behalf of Jubilee, is flagging a bunch of their videos saying that we are infringing on their copyright. Now, I'm not going to make a video about something like this normally. I appeal it. I go through the same steps that I do with all the other channels. Generally, after an appeal or two, everything gets...
Hold on. I got to go back to that. Just, see, this is... Oh, my God. This is what I'm talking about. So, for those... Oh, also, welcome, Crystal, to the chat. For those who don't know, if your channel gets hit with 3 copyright strikes, your channel's gone. It's deleted. It's probably the scariest thing about YouTube is once you hit 3 copyright strikes, that's a wrap. That is like an absolute wrap. So the fact that they got hit back to back to back, I'm looking at this, and it's not even a copyright claim because it's still monetization. It's like an actual strike, the 3 strikes pending. Your video is scheduled to be removed from YouTube due to a copyright takedown request. So that's fucked.
Appeal it. I go through the same steps
Actually
that I do
fucked.
with all the other channels. Generally, after an appeal or two, everything gets undone. But this time, no, they're going forward with the removal.
Yep.
And they're saying if these videos are not removed in the next 5 to 6 days, they will give us a copyright strike. And there's enough of them that we would probably get 3 copyright strikes and have all the channels removed.
Yep.
Now, you guys might be saying, but why aren't you panicking? There's a couple of reasons. One, I've always thought this was possible with YouTube. That's why I told you guys, enjoy us while we're here, because we could disappear at any point. And 2...
That's a good mentality to have, is that, and this is something I try to tell a lot of YouTubers, is like, or a lot of people who's interested in doing YouTube, you got to be careful. YouTube's awesome. YouTube's pretty dope, but if you're relying on YouTube alone, don't. Because YouTube is fickle. YouTube's rules are extremely inconsistent. I'm actually working on a video to talk about not necessarily YouTube's inconsistency with copyright strikes, but also their community guidelines. Oh my God, this video is just absolutely insane. Because even the community guidelines does not apply to everybody. It just genuinely does not apply to everyone. So it's just super inconsistent. You just got to be prepared for, if you're going to start YouTube, be prepared for your channel to get shut down. It happens. It will happen.
No, that's really the only reason. That's the only reason I'm not panicking. I think I've always I got a bit of a doomer mentality in that regard. So this shit might go. And it's a bit frustrating because, if somebody does this kind of stuff, it's like, okay, maybe they're crazy about their copyright. But it's a bit different with these guys because they've already been on the record saying they're fine with this kind of content. So I remember this because I remember we reacted to this a long time ago. And here, I'll play the clip for you.
I don't like when other channels react to our videos. Taylor?
Disagree.
Dan?
Disagree.
John?
Strongly agree.
Jason?
Strongly disagree.
Kendra?
Disagree.
Tyree?
Somewhat disagree.
Rodney?
Interesting.
Strongly disagree.
Brandon.
Somewhat agree. Abba and Preach.
We're just naming them now.
I do agree that sometimes
That's
when
nasty.
they're just being judgmental for no reason, then I don't like that either. But I feel sometimes some of the reaction videos are actually so funny.
Yeah, I watch Abba and Preach videos, and I think every time I watch a video, it hurts. Because I remember...
I'm just going to say this now. Get used to it. Get used to it. I have a feeling that if I do enough React content, to the point where other people start watching my reactions and then reacting to my reactions. And then it just becomes a long pattern that I'm going to get judged harshly on my own opinions and whatnot. When you're a channel this big, I think Jubilee has like 2 to 4 million subs. Like when you're a channel that big, you're going to make good content and bad. Nobody makes consistent good content. Except I think actually Admin Preacher is the only people who I'd say is like consistently on par. But you're going to have good videos. You're going to have bad videos. You're going to have good takes. You're going to have bad takes. Jubilee has a lot of bad takes. I'm going to be honest. They have a lot of bad takes. So,
when Abba and Preach reacted to our video when Bonnie has a conversation with a Jubilee critic, like that, like watching that video, I think that ruined my like entire week. Like I was very like bummed because that was a video where I put like so much effort into, but I don't know, I just like keep watching them. Even though like I don't love them, like I enjoy watching the videos and like I learn a lot and I'm like really curious.
I know they are playing the game fair. I just sometimes don't like the game. I'm gonna get roasted.
Oh, yeah, you're done. You're done. Bye, John.
What a lot of folks don't know is we allow folks to monetize off of our content, right? And that's a deliberate choice that we've made, is actually that we could take away their monetization so that they're not making money off of using our content, but we actually...
That's dangerous. Oh, okay. So that kind of sucks. So, they went on record and said that they allow people to monetize their channel, and now that they're saying, see, I have mixed feelings about this. Is kind of why I said, like, at any time, at any notice, somebody can put a copyright strike on your channel because you reacted to their content, even if it is under the guise of fair use. They can still reach out and just be like, hey, fuck you, we're gonna take your shit.
Give them that permission, and we think that's one of the ways that we continue to operate in the spirit of like our mission. Like I'm pretty honored in some ways that PewDiePie is reacting to so many of our videos. He's like literally one of the biggest YouTubers ever, and the fact that he is watching our videos so intently and reacting to them, like I think it's a great sign.
And mind you, they talk about the fact that we react to our channel. Some they say like the Christian's a bit harsh, but hey, it's part of the game. It's fine, right? So my question is, what's changed? And if it has changed, why didn't you just have it publicly said we don't want anyone else reacting? But that's not. I've never heard. Have you heard anything to the contrary?
No, but they don't have to advise anybody. They can change that decision. And if that guy that agrees, most of them mostly somewhat disagree or somewhat agree or whatever. So they're very like more much of an offense. If that guy is not part of Jubilee no more.
No, he's a CEO. He's still part of it.
Oh, okay, well then.
Oh, I was the CEO.
And here's the thing I question. Okay, fine. Let's say you don't want us because you feel like it's a copyright infringement. Are you doing this to everyone else that you collaborate? Because you collaborate with a lot of these creators. Are you doing this to PewDiePie? Are you doing this to Cody Co? Are you guys targeting all these people that you've worked with that are creators who've reacted to their stuff and tell them to take down their videos of you? That's the thing that I don't understand. While Fresh and Fit, Just Pearly Things, and every other loser in the red pill space are taking L's.
Again! I love that clip. Byron losing his shit. I love that clip.
We want you guys to get.
Okay, this is an ad. I'm actually gonna sit through the ad because I like watching ads for creators, unless it's like a really annoying ad. But it's a fair point that even if you are under the guise of fair use, they can just go and just take your shit without contacting you at any moment's notice. They can go to your channel and say, no, we're gonna hit you with a copyright strike. Or the best thing that someone can do is hit you with a copyright claim, and that's what a lot of content creators do. They just hit you with a claim. That way you can't monetize. They get the money. You don't get the money. They monetize off of that video. A copyright strike is more along the lines of, hey, you stole our content and we're going to hit you for it. When a claim is just like, hey, you have some of our content in your video, we're just going to go ahead and claim that so you don't get the money from it. So there's like two different types of copyright hits you can get. The best one is just a claim. And even for a claim, you can go into your video, you can edit where that claim is, and you can still have your video up. But if it's a strike, you can't do anything about it, which, that sucks.
Get some W's with today's sponsor, Surfshark.
You need a VPN changer in your life. I know that because you like to be outside just like me. You book hotels and this and that. First, it's a known fact that if you change your location for your flight tickets, you get better deals. Yeah. So by booking your flight tickets from a different location, you're going to be able to have a better deal on your flight tickets.
The VPN.
What's more,
I was gonna sit through it, but I've seen that ad so many times. I got it.
So this is a new change that some of this is, and for me,
okay.
all I'm saying is just communicate this stuff. If your stance has changed, that's fine, but you shouldn't be able to threaten somebody's livelihood. Okay, when you come out and say I'm good with this stuff, and then you change it and you don't inform nobody.
Because the reason why we did more videos is because you verbally said that you was good with it. Like, the reason why we kept on doing it was like, well, so was you saying, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
We could have, but we didn't because it's fine. It's okay. And you went so on and so forth, whatever.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's not a big deal. Like, we have such a library of stuff that we can pull from and things we can cover that this is not going to be a huge loss for us. It's fine. Like, I think we might put out maybe, 1 or 2 videos on Jubilee a day. We put 5 videos out a week. It's not a big deal. We can replace that with something else. But my question is, what are they doing to smaller channels? Because I know they're not doing this to the really big ones. And is this just a company that people have hired that have gone AWOL? Because that's happening.
I would assume if you're a smaller channel, you're pretty screwed because big channels have a representative that they can go to and say, hey, you know, our channel is being attacked. What can we do? If you're a smaller channel, you don't have that representative. Like, if I were to get hit, there's nothing I can do. I can appeal it, but the problem with appealing with a copyright strike is that you have to get lawyers involved. You're going to court. Chances are, if you appeal a copyright strike and then the person who put in the copyright strike says, no, we're gonna stick with our decision. Now, court case. It's a court case. It's like an actual court case. At least that's how I remember. That's how it goes.
Happened before too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to their credit, like, I don't want to say it, but I have contacted them. I emailed them. They've seen the email. You know, I've DM'd them, and you know, because there was no response, I'm like, all right, let me just go about this publicly because you know there's no answer privately, and figure this out. I don't want to slander them. I like their content. Honestly, I think they've fostered some really good discussions in the past. But yeah, it is a shame, and this is what I've been telling you guys, the viewers, about this. We are, at the end of the day, employees. We don't have, we're contractors, but we only really are contracted to YouTube, essentially. And this stuff is very fickle. That's why I say I don't take this for granted. I recognize that this shit can disappear at any time. So if it does, or if that ever happens, know that I'll be okay with it. I'm not going to, you know, cry myself to sleep or whatever.
I would.
Well,
I would 100% cry.
So why don't you just take off the videos?
Why?
Why would you keep them if that's a problem? It looks like it's a problem. So you could take them now, and then it's not problem's gonna be solved.
Because I think it sets a bad precedent for copyright stuff on YouTube in general.
I can understand that.
Yeah, if you just let all these companies who just come in and then want a copyright claim, like, listen, if there was going to be a legal battle, then let that be the case. And I think that's okay too. Why not? Because then what if everyone else starts copyright striking everything?
I understand.
Would you concede to that too?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But if like, for example, we've had copyright strike before, and they were deemed, they were ruled that it was falsely done, but now they're somehow going through with this. So would you want to do a legal battle with that?
I don't think that's a horrible idea. I think that's fine, and I think it's a worthwhile thing.
Okay, so you want
a legal battle is thousands upon thousands of dollars, especially if you're going against 2 big channels like Aberrant and Preach and Jubilee. I don't know which one is bigger. I think Jubilee is bigger, but Jesus Christ. Good luck with that.
You want to go with a legal battle with it?
I think I would prefer that.
Okay, cool. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm not just sit here and be like, oh, well, the channel gets deleted.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, at least that's what. But I prefer not having to do any of that because I don't think it's in their mission statement to be copyright striking people and deleting people. And I know this whole situation is really bizarre because you know what? From some creators, like I could see it, but from this one, I'm a little bit more surprised by it. But anyways, that's what's going on. That's why I've been kind of dealing with in the background. So I'll get back to uploading regularly soon in the future, but I just got to figure this out because I need to make sure if I'm going to be working on all the other videos that there's still going to be a channel around for you guys to enjoy. Hopefully Jubilee can take care of this and handle this. Apparently we're going to start getting strikes in the next 5 days, so we'll see what happens at that
More
point.
strikes? God.
But, yeah, that's what's going on right now. What are your thoughts?
I think you should take them down for now and take legal actions. I don't think the legal actions can be taken down. I don't think that we can. We don't have. Hold on. We can proceed with a legal action and still take those down. We could do both, but whatever. Because this is gonna take a while. It's gonna take a hell of a while.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, we could lose the channel. So
possible. Well, there you guys go. Abba and Preach might just be gone real soon. What are your thoughts?
It's possible.
That was the first video. Apparently there was an update which we're gonna watch, and yeah, again, it's a scary thing. Copyright is an extremely scary thing to deal with. Yeah, it's funny to think about these channels. Like they say, oh, just take it to court, bruh. But most companies can't even a single day in court. That was worded a little weird, but I mean worded a little weird. But yeah, most of these companies they're not, yeah. But I guarantee you, Jubilee probably wouldn't take them to court. I'm gonna be honest. Jubilee would not take them to court. I don't think they would. From my opinion, from what I think happened was that whatever their contractor is or whatever company that they're working with probably went on YouTube and saw like a lot of channels reacting to their content, was like, oh, well, you know, we can actually make more money by taking a lot of these channels, and, you know, overall, instead of having all of the reaction channels come, you know, looking at the reaction channels, which takes away from the monetization, then, you know, we can have them come back directly to us, which makes no sense. Because for a channel to grow, you need two things. You need your original content, which people watch, and then you need other people advertising your content. So if somebody reacts to my content, that's more people, that's more of my videos going out there. There's more of my face being out there. There's, you know, that brings more people to me. So you're advertising me without even realizing. Yes, it's reaction, but that's, you know, that's what's happening. So I can't imagine for a YouTube channel to get so pissed at, you know, what's the word? Pissant? To get so pissant about a bunch of channels reacting to their content. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you do that?
Some of you at Fresh and Fit thought we was going to join you in demonetization.
Oh, was
I
it?
got
Wait.
one message for you.
What?
We are better than you. Period.
A little update. You can tell by my smile I got some good news. If you guys are wondering where Preach is, Preach got a life. I be at home just typing and shit. Preach go outside. That's why he's not here right now. But I called him before we did this video, and he's on board with everything. So just wanted to confirm that. First off, got to give a shout out. Ethan Klein, of all people, contacted me privately. I said, oh my God. Is that H3 in my DMs? Is he about to... Nope. He was there to say, hey, bro, you need a lawyer for this copyright claim. I know the best in the business. I said, oh, shit. Avengers! Avengers! Yeah, that shit was crazy. It's like the enemy of my enemy. Oh, man. So
for context, if you don't know who H3 is, they're relatively, I think they're a much bigger YouTuber channel. Much bigger. I used to watch them back in the day. But for H3, they also had something similar going on. I think their court case, they actually went to court for copyright. And their court was the foundation of copyright, the freedom of copyright in reaction channels, like for all of YouTube. H3, they literally won their court case for reaction channels, for everybody. When they won their court case, it was for all YouTube channels, which was a big milestone for them. So for them to reach out to Aberrant Preach, that's pog. That's like really dope.
Shout out to Ethan, okay? Again! Second credit goes to all the YouTubers who contacted me, all right? Who made videos about the topic. I appreciate you guys, okay? Even though we may disagree on different things, I think at the end of the day, we want channels to exist and, you know, for the copyright business to be handled properly. So I appreciate the whole community. Right. Fans, man, how did I put the fans first? Y'all should be number one. I'm sorry about that. You guys went crazy, a little too crazy. I know you guys love us, and I appreciate y'all. Okay, I'm not gonna say I love y'all because that's a strong word, but I really appreciate you guys. But folks who go around contacting these people personally, saying all kinds of foul stuff, listen, critique them. If you want to dislike a video, that's fine, but don't say foul things. Don't contact advertisers. Don't do all that stuff because it's bad, and it doesn't matter what they end up doing to us. I just would not support that. And I mean, I've said this 100 times before, and I'll say it again. Please don't. If you guys respect us, I want to be able to respect you, and I want you guys to engage in behavior that's respectable. Do not engage in the very kind of tactics that the people who would cancel us would engage in. Don't do that. Okay, so be better than that. And I'm sorry for any of the Jubilee staff who've actually been hurt by this or have been harassed or whatever. I don't wish that on you guys. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. No matter what happens to us with copyright strikes.
No, that I disagree with. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. That's fair game. If you're going to throw copyright strikes at reaction channels and multitude of reaction channels, because it doesn't even really matter the reason. If it's fair use, and you get Assman throw copyright strikes. Nah, I think it's completely fine for the fans to go wild. I think that's completely fine. Because that's kind of fucked, because you're fucking with somebody's livelihood. If you have if you make a living off of YouTube and this is literally your life, and somebody threatens to take away your livelihood, they have the right to get pissed off about it. The fans have the right to get pissed off about it because they like that content. I think honestly, if you are if you're threatening to take away somebody's livelihood, you can it's completely fine.
Footage of me and Priest you're going to see right now was before I had the call with Jubilee. So I go on the Jubilee website, and here it says, "We make content you won't forget, and we've got the stats to prove it. Over 3.5 billion views across all
Jesus
platforms.
Christ.
Over 4.5 million people are engaging with our content every week. And they have a video on their official website. Let's take a look.
There's a new Jubilee video apparently.
Watch a Jubilee video.
Was that Hassan? Was that Hassan?
Who's that? Who's that?
That's foul.
That's us, dude.
So
I feel like it must have been like, is this gonna get views? Yes. Is it also
Okay,
provoking
yo,
conversation or funny conversation? Yes. I don't mind. I'm here to watch.
So while they're
No. So here's the question: are they striking Pokimane and Hassan? I can imagine the heat that they would get if they would have thrown copyright strikes at Pokimane and Hassan. Oh my god! Oh, this is brilliant.
It's
fucking
all
brilliant.
The people reacting to their channel.
Do you understand?
Popping up and say, "There's a new Jubilee. There's a new Jubilee. There's a new Jubilee." So they're profiting of. They list all the people that are reacting, and we are contributing to those millions of views because we're redirecting to you.
They're using the fact that other people react to them to market themselves and to profit off. They're proud of this. They love it.
Bruh.
To all of a sudden then turn your back on that same community that you've used to market yourselves and say, no, you cannot do this. After you claim it's your mission statement, makes you look really slimy. So while you're using our image and likeness for your pitch deck to get more advertisers, to do more brand deals, you're also striking us down. We need to have a change in regards to how YouTube handles this stuff. I understand YouTube doesn't want to get in the middle of it because for them, they'd have to take on a legal battle with every company who wants to content ID things. But this system is crazy. Like things that do fall under fair use, these big companies who have these special tools that you don't have access to as a creator can just copyright strike anything, and YouTube has to let it slide. Like there has to be some kind of different system in place.
I'm flabbergasted. I am flabbergasted, my friend. You're talking about thoughts. First,
That's something else that kind of what he says is so true, and it's so hard to talk about this because I've gotten a copyright strike before, and here's the problem. Here's one of the problems that YouTube will probably never ever take care of. Okay, YouTube will probably never ever deal with this. If you get a copyright strike from somebody, and you contact them about that copyright strike, if it's a big business, they're not going to respond. They're not going to respond. You're pretty much fucked. Then it doesn't matter. I got a copyright strike a long time ago, and I sent an email to the person who sent me the copyright strike, and I got an email back saying that this email doesn't exist or you're not allowed to message. It was something along those lines. I had to go back and I had to look for it, and there was nothing I could do. I had to wait. I think it's like each copyright strike lasts 3 to 6 months, something along those lines. There was nothing I could do. I just had to sit there and eat that copyright strike. And I mean, eventually the copyright strike fell off, and I was able to make more videos. I can still make more videos, but I was in fear of getting another copyright strike, so I was very careful about what content I made, which was kind of one of the reasons why I started YouTube with content reaction, and then when my channel started getting hit, I moved to more gaming stuff because I knew I couldn't really get copyright straight. And now I'm back at reaction content because YouTube system has been updated to the point where I probably won't get hit the same way I did back then. Because back then was wild. Anyone can send you a copyright straight, and if you don't have a representative to come help you out with that, you're pretty fucked. Like small channels like mine, we don't have that same courtesy that bigger channels have. It sucks so bad.
First and foremost, I'm not gonna repeat everything that you said because you already said that.
I did get to speak to the CEO of Jubilee. I'm going to try my best to summarize the conversation and some of the things that me and the CEO of Jubilee talked about. And as somebody who does a lot of React content, who adds commentary, who transforms a lot of the work that we react to through jokes, parody, commentary, which I believe falls under fair use, and through a lot of case law would agree. There are other people who do reactionary content that would not fall into fair use, who literally sit there, play the video, and don't say anything. Now, that to me is theft, okay? I've always said this, even though I do this genre, I don't think everyone who does this genre is doing it correctly. Anyone who's doing bad forms of reactionary content, I'm okay with them being copyright struck if what they're doing.
XQC? Is that a shot at XQC right there? Was that a shot at Hassan in his chair? Are we taking shots right now?
Is genuinely theft. Now, I talked to him about this. We had a disagreement on this point. And that's okay. That's a matter of opinion. But I don't think any of us wanted a protracted legal battle. So they said they were going to take away all the copyright claims.
Hey, yo.
For that. At the same time, the kind of content that Jubilee makes is expensive. They have to hire all kinds of people. They have to bring people in. They have to coordinate all the extras or all the contestants or all the participants. So they have to have a coordinator for that. They're paying those people. Set design, location, camera equipment, editing. They have to pay for a lot to produce this kind of content. Our content is more low budget because there's really not that much in the production value, so it's cheap. What does that mean? We can afford not to do too well in terms of views. Why? Because we're not having that much overhead, so we're still going to make a profit. For them, they have certain quotas, and when they're not, you have to figure out why. And one issue that they're running into, according to them, is a lot of people are just straight up stealing their content. And when it's, and to be fair to them, hundreds and hundreds of channels react to Jubilee. Hundreds, way more than the React does. And if all these people are just pilfering their views or misusing their content or making it low budget or whatever it might be, it hurts their brand. So I could understand them wanting to protect their company, wanting to protect their product, and hiring a group to be able to take this massive amount of people.
Yes and no. Yes and no. What? So when you upload a video to YouTube, that video belongs to YouTube. And to a certain extent, I kind of agree with this. Yes, they put in a lot of work to make their videos. They put in a lot of effort, probably a lot of money too. So they might not be making as much money because a lot of their content, a lot of the money they make is not necessarily from YouTube itself, but probably from the sponsorships that they get, which is, it's fine. They could be making more money if they didn't allow reaction content. I had to pop my back. If they didn't allow reaction content and if they were really, really heavy against it, then sure, they may get more views, but their faces wouldn't be out there as much. So I think if other channels are reacting to your content, as long as it fits within that guise of fair use, then you should be, I guess you could say you should be a little bit more honored about that because they're advertising your channel. That's what reaction content is mostly about. It's opinionated content, but at that same notion, it could be bad reactions too. Like someone can take a bad take and then make a video off of you. You're still getting that. What's the word for it? Recognition. You're still getting that recognition, and your content. I just wholeheartedly disagree with this part of the video because. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think the mistake that they made is how they went about this. And I think they agreed with that. They said, we changed our stance, which he admitted, and the way we did this was incorrect. But he also had the grace to say, I admit this mistake, and we want to fix it, and we want to find solutions to make our company be protected. And it's something I support. Because even though I do reaction stuff, I wish YouTube had implemented a revenue system where, every time I react to a video, they should get 10% of whatever I make. I'm okay.
Yeah,
with that
I
think
dig
it's
that.
fair. Unfortunately, I just can't set that up because YouTube doesn't have that built into the system. If they did, I think we could find ways to make it work for everyone. Because at the end of the day, the better Jubilee does, the better we do. Because they make more content, we make more content, and then you guys get different varieties of things that will benefit you, the audience. But when it's not financially possible for them to do so because of these issues, then I can understand their frustration.
That would be a good setup. I would like that idea. Whenever you react to somebody's content, then all of the ad revenue that you get from that reaction would go to the content that you, not all of it, sorry, 10% or maybe 5% of the revenue that you would get from that React content would go to the content creator that you're reacting to. That's a great system. That is an absolutely great system. This way, even if you do get that one bad reactor who's just all they're doing is just sitting in the chair playing your video and not really reacting to it, it doesn't really matter because you're still making money off of it. You're still obtaining that revenue. Like, for example, if my channel was making money off of this video that I'm reacting to, then Aberrant Priest would get 5% or 10% of whatever I'm making from me reacting to it. I think that's a very, very helpful way to distribute money to all creators. And it's a safe way to react because it decreases the chances of you getting copyright strikes. And also, if that was in place, then copyright strikes would be more of a notion of bad faith. So if somebody hits you with a copyright strike, it's more of a, you stole my content instead of you reacting to my content. So, for example, I guess you could say if somebody took the entirety of your video, uploaded to their own channel, that's a copyright strike. They stole your entire video. There's no add-ons. There's no reactions. There's no transformative content. That right there, yes, copyright strike. That is an absolute, that's theft. That I would support as a copyright strike.
This to say, I understand why they did what they did. I don't think they went about it the right way, and I think they would agree. But I do think they're trying to get to a good place, and that's something I support. So, with that in mind, I've told them that I'm willing to help out whatever I can do. I'm willing to do it. So there is a good ending to this. Our channel won't be going anywhere. Was I gonna retain some legal cancel? You damn right. I was about to burn through my savings, nigga. Again. I would have burned through all that. I don't care. I'm stubborn. I'm stupid. Every time I would have fucking pulled money out of my ATM. Again! You fucking idiots! My financial advisor said, again!
Oh my God.
I don't care.
They are milking Myron right now.
Everything's gonna go well. I tell you, I don't even know why I make money. I just save it so I could blow it on something stupid like a legal battle. But there won't be any of that. Who knows? We might end up on a Jubilee video soon. Could you imagine me?
That would be crazy.
The hate in the flame. I wouldn't mind. I'll talk to some of the directors and be like, yo, you guys got criticisms for me? Y'all say I'm mean? You can tell me why. But yeah, I'm glad this had a good ending. And I want to make YouTube a space that's safe for all the people who create content, for all the people who react.
That's ambitious. Make YouTube a space that's ambitious. That's incredibly ambitious. I know what he's about to say. Make YouTube a safe space for all content creators. I wish that was possible. I really wish that was possible. But for a person who's been on YouTube for a while, it's not.
But understand there are a lot of bad actors.
Yep.
And it's tough to navigate. YouTube doesn't always make it easy. So if we can work together, a little bit more direct communications, like I'm a really open person. If you guys got an issue with me or how we run our channel, contact me, email me. I promise I'll get back to you really promptly because at the end of the day, I want to make you guys protected. But that's it. So everything's fine, guys. We're going to go back to our regular programming. And who knows, maybe some brand new stuff that might be exciting. Okay. But yeah, we'll figure this out. Cheers. You guys are wondering how we sorted this out, how we fixed everything?
Yeah, tell me.
Bro, I just have to get with one of the homies and show him some of that camaraderie. You feel
me? Okay, yeah, we're good. I know where you're going with this. We're good, Chief. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary. Copyright in YouTube is not fun. Dealing with anything copyright on YouTube is not fun. It's just, it's very annoying to have to deal with copyright strikes, copyright claims. I think one of the videos that I posted recently got a copyright claim, and it was just a claim. It was fine, and I was kind of pissed because the copyright claim. This is what pissed me off. Okay, the copyright claim was a video that I made talking about Fallout. I was talking about Fallout and my reaction to Fallout, and everything surrounding that. And I guess because I played the Fallout trailer, I got a copyright claim for the trailer, even though I was reacting to it, even though it was transformative, because I played, I guess, more than 15 seconds of the actual trailer. I got a claim, which was kind of annoying. I do understand though, because I am taking their content, but even still, it was pretty annoying to deal with. But again, I do understand. And unfortunately, the only way that I could get rid of that copyright claim is to edit that video and delete the part where I used the Fallout trailer, which honestly, this doesn't really matter to me. I don't really care because it is what it is. I made that video on purpose. That was what I was going to do. Now, the next thing I'm going to jump into is I found a YouTube channel called Cooking with Jack, and I watched this video, Ultimate Carnivore Delight Pizza, and I mean, just from the thumbnails, his videos look, they look pretty nice, but man, from what I hear, the way he cooks his food is bad. Like, but I don't even know which one of these I want to attack, because everybody says that his videos are bad, but they look fine according to the thumbnail. So I think I'm gonna choose a random video. Let me see. Something that, oh no, what is this? Mushroom cheeseburger casserole. Okay. Oh, that's a nice intro. Oh, that's dope. I like that intro.
So we're heating up a pan right now. Then we're going to cook our mushrooms with our brown meat. First brown the meat, because the mushrooms only take a few minutes.
Okay.
Okay, guys, after you brown all the meat, then dump all your mushrooms on top. Probably about 8 minutes. And
whoops. Got my notifications on. My bad. Gotta love that Pickle Rick, right? Let me turn my notifications off. Also, I got questions. I have a lot of questions. He said he was gonna brown the meat. When did he brown the meat? He didn't show that. Like, I feel like you skipping steps here, my boy. Also, why are you not seasoning? I hate cooking channels, bro. I hate cooking channels on YouTube. It's like specifically, I hate like when. Oh, it's gonna sound so racist, and I'm not trying to be racist, but anytime I see a white person cooking on YouTube, download CG. No, I don't want to download CG. What is this? Task. There we go. Anytime I see a white person cooking on YouTube, it makes me nervous because I never see any seasoning, and it scares me.
up. You kind of eyeball this one, okay? Mushrooms and the garlic and the meat is all blending nicely. Mushrooms are softened. We're going to be putting together our casserole in a few minutes, and then we're going to be popping it in the oven. So take half your mixture and throw it in your, I'm doing a 9x13 because I doubled the recipe.
Where's the seasoning? I didn't see him season anything.
You'll probably have a 4x4 according to the recipe, but we're just lining the bottom with some mixture. It should take about half, and then we'll leave the other half to put on top after we've cheesed it up. Just take your Swiss cheese. I've got slices cut up, and just lay it all over. And it should just, basically right now, it should just melt. But we're going to bake it anyways in a few minutes.
That does not look good. That doesn't look good at all. We're only a minute into it. That does not look good. What kind of cheese is that, by the way? Did he say what cheese that was? I missed it.
pictures, they're just stuck together. They're fighting against me.
There's a lot of
Who's the random broad that's talking?
cheese. So like those slices are gonna go on the ends. There's gonna be tons of cheese in this. There you go.
Brother, where's the seasoning?
Okay, now as you can see, we're taking our goat cheese and we're throwing that on there too in the mix.
Did you just say goat cheese?
This is going to be a cheesy mess. Be ready for it. Okay, guys, we're gonna add the second layer. Now we have all our cheese on. Whatever hasn't melted already will melt in the oven in a few minutes.
It's already melted. Oh, well, I guess.
So we're gonna do...
Dog, the beef is not seasoned. The beef is not seasoned. And the mushrooms aren't even fully cooked. Like, there's a mushroom right here. These mushrooms right here, you can tell, they're not fully cooked. They're not fully cooked. Yo! Oh! Yeah, Crystal, I agree with you. Brother, I hate this.
Sliced Swiss cheese on top first to cover the whole top, and then we're going to sprinkle the top with our garnish, the scallions, and it's going to look beautiful. Now, when you're done putting it all together, you're going to throw it in the oven at 375 for about 15 minutes, or until all the cheese is melted and bubbly. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? Smells great.
No. That does not look good. It just looks like a cheesy mess. Oh, no. I don't know why my PC's been corrupting my files as of late. I'm gonna try that again. But, brother, come on. Don't do that to me. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna jump into Fortnite then. That does not look good. That does not look good whatsoever. Oh, that looks horrid. And it's not, see, at this point, honestly, if you're gonna make something like this, I would not use goat cheese. I would not use goat cheese. I probably would have used Parmesan or mozzarella or even, hey, cheddar works too. I would not use goat cheese at all.
We're just gonna take a little bit out, put it on a plate.
That's it?
There we go.
Oh, brother, the goat cheese is not fully melted. You can see it's not full. This is why you don't use goat cheese. Goat cheese is not for this, brother.
Look how cheesy that is.
Look at that, it's not melted. How long did he put that in there for? Like 10 minutes?
Okay. Lay this off to the side for dinner.
Bro put it in for 30 seconds like it was a microwave.
Okay, guys, you ready? Let's give this a try. A lot of
I'll say this, his kitchen looks really nice. I like that kitchen.
cheese. Not sure the goat cheese is gonna work for me. Feel
No
free to
shit.
swap out whatever cheese you want.
No, you shouldn't have started with goat cheese. You shouldn't have put goat cheese in there at all. That's not, no, stop.
Come on. There we go. Gee, it's all stuck together. Come on. Here we go.
You could not have, you're not enjoying
I didn't
it.
think this was gonna be good.
Yeah. You see what happened? They cut it. They cut it. They cut it. They stopped him right there because they know. He knew that was nasty. He knew that was nasty.
This
He
is better
knew
than
it.
I thought.
No, keep
I haven't
eating.
had real food in like 67 days. I'd make this again, but I think I'd
No, you
use Mexi or cheddar cheese in the mix.
Yes, you would. You would have used. You know it's nasty because you used goat cheese. That goat cheese ruined it for you, didn't it? That goat cheese ruined it for you. Pizza pot pie? Okay, I want to watch this pizza pot pie because I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I love pot pie and I love pizza. If he fucks this up, I'm gonna be mad. Bro, that intro is dope. I love this intro. I wouldn't do it, but I like it. I would change the music though, because the music getting on my nerves. I hate kidding music like that. Like if you have intro music where the music sounds like it came off of a Nickelodeon morning show or CW for kids, then I think you need to change that. Oh God.
You're watching the Cooking with Jack show.
All right, guys.
I need to change my settings here.
It's not a football finger food because it's in a cup. But we're making pizza pot pies.
There we go.
Which every person who watches football would eat this. Oh, look, and the game's on TV right now. I'm watching while I'm filming. So anyway, come on in close. Let me show you the ingredient. You guys don't have to use these ingredients. The method. That's all you got to use. But you may not like sausage. You may not like pepperoni. You may not like any of the ingredients. Put what you like on your pizza in the cup. We'll show you how to do it.
No, I think you need to.
So let's go over the toppings we chose to use in today's episode.
Feta cheese is good. Feta cheese is good.
Onions, red onion,
Cocomelon is
green
crazy.
bell pepper, provolone cheese. Is this provolone? Oh no, mozzarella. Excuse me. We thought about provolone, but we switched it in the last minute. We got mushrooms, and then we didn't know whether to do the Pillsbury dough or the store-bought dough. So we've got both of them. We'll see which one works better.
Pillsbury, every time. Pillsbury, every single time. It's not even a question.
Is this Rayo's? Yeah. By the way, guys, I want to warn you. Be careful. Rayo's just got purchased by Campbell's, which means this wonderful sauce that everybody loves is probably going to start getting filled up with trashy chemicals. Anyway, just read your labels. But Campbell's now owns Rayo's. All right, let's get started. Now, the one thing I'm going to do, and not bore you with, I'm going to brown the meat, okay? Brown the sausage, chop up the toppings and all that. You don't need to see me do that. And get everything ready. Get all the toppings laid out. Then we'll show you I'm going to jump to the building process. All right? So let me go brown this, and then we'll get all ready.
Okay, you going to season it?
Okay,
That's the
guys,
main question.
Grease these. You can use butter. We use the coconut oil spray.
Why would... Wait, coconut oil? Why coconut oil? Really? I'm not so sure about that one, Chief.
Down along the side.
I'm not so sure about that one.
So when the bread bakes, it'll come off. So we're going to bottom line these cups. Take a piece of cheese. Probably want to do a few pieces. Give it a nice covering. There you go. About 2 or 3 pieces. Cover the bottom nicely. I'm using 2. Once you're done with all the cheese, then you're going to take all your pieces.
Well, hold on, because now I'm a bit lost. Wait. I'm a bit... Why would you start off with cheese?
The stuffing. Start dumping it in. First we're going to start with some pepper.
Oh, why is my Fortnite game moving at 5 frames per second? Okay, there we go.
Okay. And then some onion. I'll just do 1 to show you. Onion. Then some mushrooms. If you don't like mushrooms, put a different topping.
Well,
some sausage.
Okay, I'm trying not to judge. I'm trying to be genuine and not judge.
Some pepperonis. Whoops. Get some pepperonis in there. Then you can go back and add more meat if you want, more onions, whatever. Fill them up almost to the top, about an inch away from the top. The jar of sauce. You're going to kind of just top it a little bit with some sauce. I love Rayo's. There you go. Alright, here comes the last step, is where we top it with dough. Use your hands, you do 2 pieces of parchment paper and a rolling pin, however you want. Alright, so we're going to bake these at 350. They said 25 to 30 minutes, but everybody's different.
What do you mean everybody's different? Go with what it says. What are you talking about?
Just watch these. When these look really golden brown and done, then it's probably done. Alright guys, so some of this pulled away a little bit, but it feels great. We had to add about 10 minutes in the oven and put it on broil. Be real careful. These are a little darker than we wanted, but they still look perfect. They feel perfect. So we're going to let them cool, and then we'll be back. Make sure not too hot, okay? Too hot.
I'm going to be honest. That doesn't...
That's why we greased it.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute.
Hopefully come off easy.
Wait a minute. He might be cooking. I didn't see no seasoning though, so I'm a little concerned.
Looks really hot still. Came out pretty clean. Should we sprinkle some cheese on that while it's hot?
You got cheese.
Got some shredded.
Okay, hold on. Is it my quality or is that the video quality? I was at the video quality. That. Well, I know coconut oil is healthier, but isn't coconut oil more specifically for like desserts? I could be wrong. But even if you wanted healthier oil, wouldn't olive oil be the better choice?
All right, hang on, guys. We're elaborating as we're going along.
It sounds like you making it up as you go along.
Wow.
I can't imagine that. I mean, it probably is good. I'll be
so
honest.
Good that I'm going to leave now and go eat my dinner because this is my dinner. So I love you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Easy. You saw how easy it was. Do it. Have fun.
I'm gonna be honest. That probably does. I mean, it probably tastes okay. I can't imagine that, because if you're gonna make, the thing that I didn't see is if you're gonna make pizza stuff, wouldn't you use basil or basil, however you say it? When you use some Italian seasonings? I'm just saying, Italian seasoning on a pizza goes a very long way. There's a type of seed that I really wish I could remember what it was, but I used to make my pizzas with this one kind of seed. It's not cumin seeds. I got it. Fennel seeds. I think it's fennel seeds. It's really good. It was really freaking solid. But I just didn't see them. Man. I can't imagine he would mess up butter chicken. I can't imagine he'd mess up butter chicken. I'm skipping the intro.
Sent me this. It's called
I'm outside the circle. Oh crap.
All right. So I'm going to kind of show you how we do it. We'll get it all prepped. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 425. Then come in close and I'll show what we're going to do, okay? Guys, I want to talk about this recipe because this recipe was a little bit different. They asked for boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And they wanted like 20 some odd dollars for it. And I'm like, screw that. I'm going with the boneless, skinless thighs because I enjoy thigh meat more than I do breast meat, and it was only.
Are you telling me? Wait.
Yeah. So I got a bigger pack of thighs. Man, the prices are crazy. I'm not paying stupid prices. So if I have to, I'll go to a international store and get my chicken.
Are you telling me that you don't like the breastises? Is that what I'm hearing? You don't like the breastises? Come on, dog. Everybody loves some breastises, okay?
Get my lamb, get all my meats. But anyway, yeah, so I got a whole package of chicken thighs. That's the substitution. I'll give you the recipe with the breasts.
I don't see no seasoning. I just see salt. I just see salt. That's all. I'm already concerned.
So we're doing this today.
I'm already concerned.
Open, and then we'll start preparing our chicken and put it in our 9x13 bake pan. All right, guys. So first of all, we're going to take our first bowl, pour a little bit of the evaporated milk in there. Not a lot, about half a can. Then put that milk off to the side. Okay.
Buttered chicken. I need Uncle Roger to react to this. This buttered chicken, my boy.
Prepare our flour.
I've never made butter chicken before, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm not entirely sure if what he's doing is completely correct or not. But just going off looks, I see a lot of things that concern me.
Because we're basically gonna coat in the milk and then coat in the flour and then put it in the pan. So put a little salt in there. There we go. Put some pepper in there.
Uh-oh, I see pepper. Okay.
What we're going to do is, it only asks for 1 stick of butter. I'm putting 2 in this pan. Pop this in the oven. melt the butter, get it all in here. Then we're going to lay our prepared chicken in it, okay? All right, guys, here's how we're going to do this.
Airbending, that's what I'm looking for.
Take a piece of chicken, put it in the milk, okay? Then drop it in here. Give it a nice coating. And then drop it in here.
I got concerns.
So
I
now
got
take
this
the
not
rest of the ingredients,
seasoned.
mix 'em in
Salt
here,
and pepper.
then we'll pour it over the chicken.
Come on,
Cook
brother.
the chicken, pour it over the chicken, and cook the rest of the way. Okay. So here we're gonna take. I'm getting a big can of
Cream of chicken.
cream of chicken.
That's not. Wait. Whoa, wait. Hold on. Cream of chicken and butter chicken.
The recipe didn't say whether it needs a big can or not.
Is that
A
right?
big can just to be safe. Can't have too much sauce.
Wait, is that
Take the rest.
is that how you make butter chicken? Are you 100% sure?
In there. There we go. And
Uh-oh,
that's for a
gunshots.
quarter
I see
cup of water.
gunshots.
Pour that in there. And give it a good stir.
Goodbye and good night.
This is the. You can see.
He leveled up. That's
You can
funny.
put salt and pepper. You can put some, red pepper flakes, whatever you want. I think I'm gonna throw some red pepper flakes in here. I think that'll make it great.
Let's go check out this vault.
Here we go. Red pepper flakes.
Oh, red pepper flakes.
Right in here.
Broski's actually learning.
There we go. Get it all mixed up. Let's turn everything over. See what we're doing. Turn that over. Turn that over.
But that does not look good. That is not. Wait, hold on. I got a couple questions. Doesn't butter chicken primarily consist of butter? I ain't seen no butter yet. Uh-oh. Was that fish I saw? Or was that a player? That does not look like butter chicken. I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna. I'm almost positive that's not butter chicken.
All right, now this goes back in the oven.
That does not look
till
good.
it's 2 temp. Use a meat thermometer. I usually do like 170 on my chicken, or golden brown. Wait till both are happening. Okay, it's not golden brown. Leave it in a little bit longer. Okay, get this back in the oven. Okay, guys. So you know how we learn things as we go.
Oh, there's no yogurt. Okay.
Practice these recipes on the show. We just show it to you first time. I think I used the big can of soup, and I should have used the small can because it's not browning as it should. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a few pieces out.
Okay, hold on.
Put it in this dish. Put it back under the broiler to get it that crispiness.
I want to read this. Hold on. 1/2 a cup of plain yogurt, full fat, tablespoon of lemon juice, turmeric powder, garam masala, chili powder, cayenne pepper, ground cumin, ginger. Hold on. Am I getting shot at? Nope, I'm safe somehow. Yeah, yeah. This is not butter chicken. Bro, missing half the ingredients. Bro is not cooking right now.
But I'm gonna just give it a little bit more broil time. So let's take this piece. Whoops, no, that's not.
I didn't even see this gun. Holy crap.
Piece. Take that piece.
Oh, there's a car incoming.
Alright, guys, this is more what it's supposed to look like. So I'm probably gonna take all the chicken out and just give it a little bit of a broil to get it crispy for Tammy when she gets home for dinner. But we will take that out. Put that right there.
Is he chasing me? Is he chasing me?
Right there. Oops.
Or is he running away?
And
Nah, we're gonna give chase.
crush your chicken. There we go.
Oh, somebody's shooting over there. Do I want
And
to?
we'll try it in a bit. So once you get it nice and crispy, then you can give it a try. Very buttery, very kind of crispy. Good salt, pepper, and red pepper flakes all go together great. This is a good recipe. This is really good. I would even make like toothpicks, and I would chop up the pieces and do like chicken chunks, kind of like for football finger food. This is really good though. Okay guys, this is Mom's Butter Chicken. Check it out. I recommend this one. I love you, and I will have the recipe corrected down below. All right? Take care.
Okay. Hold on. I'm cutting heavy fire right now. Oh my gosh. I cannot control this thing well. Alright, screw it. Let's go in the safe spot. And we move from there.
City of Angels.
No! I'm not trying to watch Gordon Ramsay.
Stunning coastline
Alright,
and
let's
healthy
see.
lifestyle. The idea.
That's a copyright strike waiting for me. Okay. Alright, here we go. That was not butter chicken. I can tell you that much. That was not butter chicken whatsoever. At all. I'm dead because, yeah, I'm dead. Fuck. I don't know how reactors do play Fortnite and do reaction content at the same time. I don't know how y'all do it because I can't do it. Oh my god. Super Bowl wings. This is the last one, and I'm gonna jump into Tipster. But from what I understand, I can see why people hate this guy. Yeah, Gordon Ramsay is goated, but that's a copyright strike if I was to try to watch that video. That is 100% a copyright strike. Deer balls? I don't even want to know. I do want to jump into the whole Tipster situation, but he's got the secret ingredient for the Chick-fil-A. Let's find out. Let me find out. Skipping the intro because I can't.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Jack Scalpani here. I want to encourage you guys to join me on the live show because I know, little secret, there's some giveaways coming. We're giving away an oven. We're giving away a wireless meat thermometer. Only on the live show. So, become a member of the channel. Join me in the live show. I'll see you there and be watching for the giveaways, okay?
Bro, is he not shooting back?
I'm just kind of doing close to like a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. We're gonna be doing it for today.
Either it's a Chick-fil-A sandwich or it's not. Don't say close to.
First, I want to marinate my chicken, and then tomorrow, right, honey?
Okay, hold on. He's got something right. He does have one thing right. I see it already. Pickle juice. Apparently, whenever Chick-fil-A sandwiches, I think the chicken is marinated in pickle juice. Or no, it's not marinated in pickle juice. It's more along the lines of what is it? What is it? I can't remember because I made a Chick-fil-A sandwich before, and it did involve pickle juice, but I can't remember what I did with the pickle juice. But I do know that it's part of it.
Tomorrow we are gonna break out the merchandise. Okay? Come on in close, I'll share. All right, guys. We're gonna start with the buns for the chicken sandwich. We got the chickens. We got infamous pickle juice right here. That's what we're soaking our chicken in. And
okay, yeah, you soak the chicken in pickle juice. Okay, got
gentlemen,
it. Oh, whoa! Wait a minute.
Talk to you, because my wife came up with this great idea: putting the chicken back in the pickle jar. Do I feel stupid or what? This is absolutely perfect.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to do
absolutely
it.
Going in our refrigerator, and I will see you tomorrow.
I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. I do not think that's how you're supposed to do it.
All right, guys. We marinated this chicken overnight.
Overnight in pickle juice?
We're going to now put all the chicken
hey, look, I'm open-minded. Let's see. I'm open-minded.
And replace it with buttermilk. And let it soak in buttermilk 1 to 2 hours, and then we are going to start cooking. So, let me get the chicken out for you. All right, now, let this marinate in buttermilk for 1 to 2 hours. Throw in the fridge so there's no bacteria forming or anything. And then we're going to start looking in the cooker while it's marinating.
Sure.
Another product, they do the pizza oven, remember? Okay, this is the deep fryer. They said this to me, and I don't know if they're called Vibor or Bevor. I would think Vibor.
Okay, I'm a bit lost right now.
I made a note on my phone. Ask them the pronunciation.
So
there's the spelling right there. Vevor. Bevor. That's what I'm calling them today.
I don't care about any of that.
So let's open this up and take a look at what kind of a deep fryer they're using. What did I get myself into? It's like I'm opening a restaurant. Thanks, guys, for sending this.
Fuck's sake, I don't care about any of that. I'm gonna fast forward to the actual Chick-fil-A stuff. Like, and also, I'm a bit conflicted because when you marinate chicken, it's supposed to be seasoned. And this is kind of what bothers me is he hasn't seasoned anything. He doesn't season anything, and that's, I mean, typical white people cooking, but still, holy crap.
So I got 3 scoops of flour. The ratio is three flour, whether it's a cup or a tablespoon, whatever. All right, 3 to 1 to the cornstarch.
Okay, that's
scoops
fine.
Of flour, 1 scoop of cornstarch, and gonna grab some of this, make it.
That's fine. Oh, they're seasoning. What is that? That's whoa, wait a minute. Calm down, cowboy. Calm down.
We'll finish off that jar, huh? And then get that all mixed up. That's our batter. Just waiting for the oil to heat, and we're ready to go. All right, guys, just grab your chicken out of the buttermilk. Throw it in here. Give it a little bit of tossing around. Get it nice and coated. So now it's time to put them in the basket. Basket is already under oil. The oil is hot. Let's give it a try.
Broski, I don't know how to tell you this.
So far,
but
so good. Wow, they're nice crispy.
Stop.
Check the temperature. They're perfect. Okay, get that.
Does that look like a Chick-fil-A sandwich to you? Does that look like a Chick-fil-A sandwich to you? Does that look like a Chick-fil-A fucking sandwich to you?
That on there.
Fucking
that
hell.
on there. You gotta have the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Sure, if it was a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Alright. Take a few pickles. Put those on there. There you go.
Yo, he's got to do something about that background noise. Holy crap.
There we go. Put that right on top.
Okay, I'm bugging.
Beautiful.
Oh, shit.
That thing rocks. Did I have to say it rocks? That thing rocks. Thank you for sending that to the show. It's Vivor.
It's so loud. It's so loud. It is extremely loud. Like, bro, have noise reduction on your video or something. It's so loud. Okay, I'm done. He fucked it up. I'm done. There was something I was looking for. Tipster. So, before I play this video, just a bit of a backstory. A long time ago, no, sometime earlier this year, my PC was down. And I couldn't make any content to cover, gunfire. I couldn't make any content during this time. But there was a YouTuber who goes by the name Vosh. And what Vosh did was he opened a folder and it had some spicy content in it, okay? It had some very spicy, somewhat illegal content into it. And that content consisted of child pornography, if I was to say. It was actually lolly hentai stuff, but I mean, there's no really nice way of putting it. What ended up happening is when that went on YouTube, people just started clowning him, as they should, rightfully so, right? And man, when I tell you that a lot of people, there were two types of people who came to his defense about, it's just animation, blah, blah, blah. And there were people who absolutely crucified him, which I was on the side of the people who crucified him. Well, there was one guy who defended him who goes by the name Tipster. I will say this right now. I despise Tipster as a content creator. I think he's one of the worst content creators out there, which, I'm not the best content creator. I don't consider myself to be one of the best. But Tipster is by far one of the worst, I think. I don't know if I find him worse than Boogie. I think Boogie I find much worse. But regardless, do I have shields? I don't have shields. Okay. Regardless, apparently he hasn't stopped. Tipster is still defending Vosh, which I find it's stupid. At this point, you done ruined your reputation to a certain degree. Why not just, I don't know, hop off the internet? I feel like that'd be the smartest thing to do, which he hasn't. So We are gonna jump right into it and talk about it. Why is that glowing? Is that just a light? That's just a light. Okay. We're gonna jump right into it and we're gonna talk about it. Let's do it.
What are we gonna do next weekend? Wanna hang out? Wanna grab some drinks? Maybe go to a bar?
I don't like Tipster.
What do you feel like doing? What do you feel like doing?
That's why you got blocked, because this doesn't have anything to do with me, and you really want to make it about me. Enjoy your little 15 seconds of fame, you loser.
As if like, oh my god, I have to respond to every single person who ever criticizes me on the internet. Back off, Tubby. She needs a real 9-incher right now. Don't worry, I'm not gonna like release this call, or I'm not gonna do some video. I'm sorry, I don't know if this is your autism, but that was a completely different day. Yeah, you about my soundboard. I love my soundboard. My soundboard's great.
Tipster, nobody in your audience likes your soundboard.
Cheers, my horse.
Oh my god! He does have one of the worst soundboards in history.
Love ya, no pedo.
Last time we covered
Cheers,
the history
Waffles.
of Tipster, from his rise from gaming news to drama coverage, and all the controversies he got in. From completely self-imploding in conversations with bigger YouTubers, to his crusty tweets about his goth mummies, and his meltdown over jokes made about one of his tweets. And we left off at the end of 2022, with Tipster having his worst year so far. First, one of his closest friends leaked pages of their DMs with each other, which made him look weird and often weak. And then Tipster was
Okay.
needlessly getting involved into the commentary community's small sectors. Whether it's spreading rumors and telling a person who tried to take their life that they are baiting it for attention, or getting back with a friend who leaked his DMs, only for her to force her child to call someone slurs over Discord, or quite literally auctioning the pride of him and his wife.
Okay, I'm willing to forgive you for what happened before.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm willing to give you a handsome donation. 160.
Tipster, we ain't getting nowhere. Because you realize, you realize, Tipster, I have dogs barking at their
$175.
Tipster, listen.
You'd think this would be Tipster's lowest point ever, losing to Spurgs, picking up on mentally ill people. None of these were the final blow in any regard, they just added onto the bandwagon of people who disliked him. And it would be the next situation that he started 2023.
Yeah, so I don't know what to say. Tipster is not. I'll say it again. I don't like Tipster. I genuinely do not like Tipster. Tipster is probably one of the most disgusting pieces of shit I've seen on YouTube. I'm not trying to play Fortnite for first place. Just, for anybody who's watching, I'm just playing just to play something in the background. This is relatively difficult because I had to jump back and forth and pause at some of the almost awkward times. No, give me that shotgun back. Please tell me this is airbending. Earthbending? I don't need it. But yeah, I do not like Tipster. I've never found Tipster to be... I just don't like him at all. He's a garbage... Don't get me wrong, he makes very decent content. He makes very, very decent content. It's just... Yeah.
3 that completely destroyed Tipster's reputation in the community.
Let's go join in the fun.
As all of Tipster's worst controversies have begun, this one started with a situation that he totally could have avoided. In place of AP, Tipster had gotten a new prime goth mummy e-girl by the name of Rum, although she was nowhere near as annoying or insane, but she was pretty weird. On February 19th, 2023, a commentary orbiter by the name of Alex Gekmo posted a tweet exposing Rum for liking, quote, little girl lolly CP on main. Whilst I'm obviously not going to show the image here, it's a drawing of someone who obviously looks like a child and has explicit clothing on, although they're not engaged in sexual activity as would be implied. But regardless, if you're normal, you'd think this is lolly and it's fucking weird. But unlike DJ Screwdriver's tweet about AP, Alex never mentioned Tipster in his tweet, instead mentioning other orbiters that AP was friends with. So how did Tipster get involved this time? Well, it's because Rum got a bit of backlash from a tweet and vented about it to Tipster, to which he decided to get involved, tweeting this. I see the usual suspects are trying to call someone out for liking lolly when they don't know what the lolly actually is.
Oh no, not the lolly defense.
It's lolly, Tipster. It's
not
a cartoon
the
of a
lolly
child in nothing
defense.
but strip clothing covering the flat chest and crotch. Had to unfollow Rum because her liking it put that disgusting to my timeline. Why is it a child? Because it had small tits? Guess grown-ass women never had small tits before. Small tits? The girl has no tits, Tipster. It's clearly a child. You think it's lolly but you are comfortable tweeting it? Lol. To show you that there's a kid, because clearly you're giving Rum too much benefit of the doubt and need to see what she likes. This is pedo shit. I've seen it already and I don't think it's lolly. I've seen video game characters that look like this and no one bats an eye. Whoa, Tipster, what kind of fucking video games are you playing? I disagree. Also, I've never seen a video game character dressed like that whilst looking that young. You have an example. My point is that this community is full of spurgs who know nothing about anime or anime culture, commenting on anime culture. No.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, Tipster, stop. Tipster, stop. It looks so... Jesus, looks awful. I stand by my take. Rum did nothing wrong. I will die on that hill. Gonna have to disagree, Tipster. Loli are typically sexualized children, and this is a sexualized child.
Yes,
really?
it does.
You know the
100%.
background of this character? You know the rage? Damn, dude, where'd you find that info? Tipster, 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 Tipster. No, Tipster, why are you donning the anime weeb fedora for this? Stop. Bro, stop. You're making the 9,000-year-old dragon argument. Well, surely it can't get any worse. Oh god, Mr. Girl said it was lolly. Mr. Girl said it was lolly. The guy whose entire expertise on pedophilia said it was lolly. That is a child. Bro, no grown woman looks like that. You wouldn't know. Pretty sure grown women won't terminally online basement dwellers. Oh, I'm just getting it through facts that he called into Doc on the radio's live stream later. Hopefully this
Hold
is
on,
just a
hold
big
on. I want to get to the
misunderstanding
same
cleared up,
spot
because
before I
Tipster,
comment
if
on
you're
this.
defending
This is crazy.
it's really weird.
So, Tipster, I'd like to explain your thought process of some of your tweets you've made about.
So my thought process is that, like, I feel like a lot of the people who are chiming in on this situation don't know shit about anime. They have done stylized art of characters that are clearly adults in nature in similar art styles. It's clearly
What do you mean by stylized?
Go fuck yourself.
Meaning all the characters are done in the same art style.
So looking like kids?
No. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, to you it looks like kids, but
No,
like,
to everyone it looks like
just
a
because
kid.
you think something is a kid doesn't mean it's a kid. I mean, by that logic, you can make the same argument that 24-year-old reality star, who everybody says looks like a kid, is a kid.
Does Tipster not know that the reality star has had people creep on her because of how she looks?
Is not your first reaction looking at that like that looks like a kid? What do you mean? Like,
No.
What?
No, it
What?
looks like
That's not your
anime
first
art
reaction? I want to hear Izzy's
The
point.
reason why I brought this up is because this is the same character they brought up in the
Where?
similar art
Where am I
style
getting shot
in
from?
5 ways, and there
This
are
is not a
literally
similar
fans-
art style. We're
Let-
looking
This
at a
guy
3D
again?
character here.
Tipster,
How is
Oh
it a
my
similar
God.
art style, my dude?
Tipster, I
Okay.
know you
You
like to
want
run-
so hard.
Okay, stop. The same guy again. Holy shit, he was chasing. I did not even see him. Okay. Yo, listen. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know why people. No. Wait. Is this the character that he's defending? Bro, she looks 5. No, 8. I'd say 8. There's no way.
Hard to be right,
Wait,
but you're trying to
Tipster,
split
what is he
something it's
speak?
not.
What is he speak?
Holy
Tipster,
shit.
okay.
Bro, I'm just exhausted. What's going... I have no words for this.
So chat, above image right here, that is the one, the left image right here, this is the one that Rum liked. This artist interacts with this user. The user responds saying, the children that Mochi-san draws look so kind and weak, so cute. Let's say that this is referring to children that this person draws.
My whole point was that we don't have enough information to deduce that this is a child.
What? The children. Oh no! Come on! No, brother, you look so bad. It looks so bad. No. This is why I hate the anime community sometimes. Because some things do not need to be justified. You do not need to justify some things. You do not need to justify some of these things, and yet you find reasons to try to justify it. If a character, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I watch a lot of anime. If a character looks like they're 12, chances are they're 12. If they look like they're 8, chances are they're 8. There's no justification to sexualizing a character, even if the character is some, like, justifiably some 30,000-year-old dragon or whatever, and she looks like an 8-year-old. Don't sexualize it. That's all that don't do it. Don't do it. It's kind of disgusting. Don't do it.
But if it came out that, yes, these are child characters, then, like, I would 100% concede.
Bro, it's called common sense. There should not be like a King Arthur Knights of the Round Table discussion about this. I don't even have to say anything. Well, I've just been told he went on Keemstar stream after this. Maybe this was just a bad call, and let's hear him out. Hopefully he...
First of all, what I want to get into is you guys are saying that I'm defending Lolly, and I would never defend Lolly, okay? I don't advocate for Lolly.
But you're defending the girl
who liked
liking
it.
Lolly
Who
for
liked
liking Lolly. So indirectly, you're defending it, right?
But my interpretation is that it's not lolly.
Okay, so Tipster, how would you define lolly in your own personal opinion?
That's a good question.
Sexualized depictions of children. But the thing is, we don't know if this like particular character is a child.
Okay, so
That's not what lolly means. That's not what lolly means. If I understand correctly, lolly was coined as a term from some artist who wrote a book called Lolita, who talked about his relationship with like some girl, like some 12-year-old girl, and he was just obsessed with her. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where the term was coined from, which even just by the terminology alone, that already looks bad. That's already bad. It's a 12-year-old. So I mean, I don't see how you're justifying this.
That's my only argument here.
So let me ask you a question. If I were to draw a picture of a child, right? And then you were to look at me and said, well, that's a picture of a child you just drew, but I were to say, no, it's not a child. It's actually a 40-year-old woman, right? Where's the connect there? Like, at the end of the day, does it look like a child?
There you go.
Resemble a child?
There
right?
you go.
If it looks like a child and it's being sexualized,
Uh-oh.
that is sexualizing a child, right? In the form of an image. In the form of an image.
Bro is bro is cooking.
How there's some sort of disconnect there.
Bro is cooking.
I think it just comes down to like a agree to disagree.
Oh no!
Tippy tunnel vision. Agree to disagree from Tipster, hitting you right there again. Perfectly valid point, completely blunted by fake concession. He does not want to have this conversation right now.
Okay, so you say that you don't like the image, right? So I want to ask you, does looking at that image in any way make you feel uncomfortable?
Do I think it's like a really creepy, weird-looking piece? Sure, but I don't think it's lolly.
Okay, so then let me ask you a question. What are the factors
brother.
that draw you to say that this is a very creepy, weird-looking piece? Because we also agree this is a very weird, creepy-looking piece, and the reason why we say that is because it looks like a child. You could say it's bad art or it's not.
Bro,
it's not
cooking.
A well-drawn piece. But what makes you say that it's creepy and it's unsettling? Right? You're saying the words creepy and unsettling. So what is leading you to come to that conclusion?
Because again, it's not a
bro, keep
that I'm fond of. I don't like this particular art piece.
Bro, he just said I'm not fond of that piece. What, do we have to get you to jerk off to it and study the post-nut clarity to see if it looks like a child? What an absurd point to make.
Why can't you just admit though that the reason why it's creepy and unsettling is because it looks like a child? Like that's the only bridge that we're failing to connect here. It's creepy and unsettling to you because it looks like a lewd child. That's what it looks like.
Bro is cooking right now. Bro is cooking right now. Yes. Yes. That is why it looks unsettling. That is why it looks unsettling. He's cooking. Somebody stop bro right now. He's on point. Uh-oh. I'm being shot at by a bunch of guards. And I just got pinged. Crap. So somebody sees me, I'm dead. Bruh, don't reload. Just shoot. Thank you. Let's get rid of that. Okay. You're dead. Okay, cool.
You're literally saying that. If it didn't look like that, then it wouldn't be creepy or unsettling to you at all. Like you're literally admitting to it without admitting to it.
I don't know. I just feel like we're going around in circles here.
No,
we're given my position
yeah.
on this, and it just seems like you guys want me to say something that you're expecting.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I feel the way.
Come
I
on,
feel about
Keemstar,
it,
with the common sense.
Oh, it's another classic Tippy tunnel vision. It's just a fake concession. We're going in circles. It is what it is. Tipster does not want to answer the question because he can't.
I think it's like gross how people are always on a pedo hunt to try and label people as pedophiles, and it's like what? Because they like anime and anime art?
No.
And I'm sorry, I just agree with you guys. And you,
that's not.
Trying
that's
to
not
turn
why.
this into Tipster likes lolly and Tipster.
Why am I supposed to think?
No, I don't think. I think it's more along the lines that we like to protect children. I think it's not about hunting down the anime community or anything like that. We have a general consensus. Did I say that right? We have a general consensus to protect children. Like that's the number one thing. And once you start to put children in a situation where they're not protected or where they're being sexualized, well, yeah, as a community, we're all gonna kind of come against you. That's like the number one thing. What was that? I heard something. But yeah. Stop it. Stop it.
What am I supposed to think when you're saying that you're going to die on this hill, Tips? Now he left. He left. He's saying, I will die on this hill. I will die on this hill. Bro, if you care so much that this isn't lolly, if you care that much that you're tweeting out, I'm going to die on this hill, then something's wrong, and I want to get to the bottom of it.
I want to stress I clicked around half of the clips from this 8-minute conversation, and the rest of it is just the same stuff I showed you. It's Keemstar and Pat God asking Tipster what makes it so weird, and him dodging.
He said Pat God?
To get an answer from Tipster, but it gets worse. You'd think he would stop here, but no. In fact, Tipster started going on Twitter and liking sexualized lolly pictures in some sort of solidarity with his friend. What the f*** is going on? Oh, just
for the safety of my YouTube channel, I'm not gonna go look at the YouTube, the Twitter. I'm not gonna go look at the Twitter.
Getting this in right now. Apparently, he went on Xylee's stream and looked like even more of an idiot.
I have gone on record on Doc's show to say that if it comes out that this artist says that this is a child, I will concede that yes, okay, they're identifying as a child. There's no question about it at that point. But I am not in any way endorsing like the existence of lolly. No. I don't consume lolly content. I'm not in favor of the existence of lolly content. I'm not even saying that this necessarily isn't lolly. I'm saying we don't know.
I don't know how it could be any clearer. That character could be a 9,000-year-old dragon, but at the end of the day, it looks like a child. It's hard to even be neutral in such a clear-cut situation, and Tipster's not even the neutral party here. He's making tweets defending Rum, saying she did nothing wrong without the situation even concluding.
What? But that's another thing, is you're saying that she said it's lolly, and even she didn't say that.
I have 3 shotguns. Why?
She did? What are you talking
about?
about?
No, she did not say that. She did not say that she thought it was lolly.
She said that looks like a child.
That I don't think that's
silence.
What she said.
She liked it by accident. That's what she said on my show.
Wait, so on Keemstar's show, Rum, the person being accused, called in and said it looked like a child. And we've seen tweets about the artwork and how childlike it looks. Tipster, what are you even defending anymore?
Wait a minute.
Is Repzilla in this shop? Everyone's asking Repzilla to join.
Diesel, look at this tweet that's connected to that picture in question.
What does it say? It's blurry for me.
Yeah, it's blurry. You gotta...
Yeah, I can't see anything either.
Oh, it's a boy.
So, wait. This entire time, Tipster's interpretation of this lolicon artwork has been based on the tits. He literally says, why is it a child? Because it had...
Why is it a child? Because it has small tits. Because guess grown-ass women never had small tits before. I don't think that's the point. No, there's anime characters. There's drawings of characters that look adult-like and have small chest area. That's not really justification. That's not justification whatsoever. There's some fallacies. There's some fallacies in your statement, my boy. There's some serious fallacies in your statement.
Small tits. Guess grown-ass women never had small tits before. It's not even a girl. It's a boy. This is unbelievable.
Oh, that's even wild. That's even more wild. Kylie gets real stream. They found evidence to suggest it was art to me, a minor. And as I've already stated, I concede my stance on the art. I do not defend lolly. But you did. I would never defend lolly. You did. Nor do I condone the creation or consumption of lolly content, period. But you did!
Artwork was
What are
actually
you
the
talking
boy.
about?
You'd think Tipster would stop there. And in fairness, he did post a tweet which looked like it was finishing this whole situation off. But Tipster just couldn't let it go. He needed to dig his hole deeper. And so, on February 23rd, 2023, he uploaded his career death wish, otherwise known as the video, My Response to the Drama.
My position was literally just this. Is this image lolly? And if so, why?
Oh boy, we're in for a doozy. Tipster decided to make a 12-minute response video to the whole drama, paired with the amazing Donkey Kong Country gameplay and music, as he talks about the situation, which should have been settled ages ago.
But this is why I was asking the questions I was asking. We knew all about the character that was depicted in this image, and yet judgment calls were being made about it, and I was just looking for a bit of clarification, just to be sure.
But Tipster, it's lolly. It's not like a false allegation. It doesn't need this intricate analysis. Rum likes a picture that clearly looks like a child. If it was a 45-year-old, that would change barely anything. I'm not even going to say that Rum purposely liked the tweet or is into lolly. She has said it was an accident. But Tipster's mental gymnastics to justify all this is just so insane.
Which, by the way, that's another thing. Everyone keeps saying I dived into the situation head first without knowing anything about the situation and that I hadn't even spoken to her. Dog, I was literally in car
How are
with
you
her when
missing
I
your
made my
shots?
initial tweet.
How are you
This
missing your shots?
community
I should be
is so
dead by now.
desperate to expose the next big creep or pedophile that the molehill, y'all made a mountain out of a grain of sand.
No, Tipster, you are the only person here who made a mountain out of something. No one mentioned you until you came in. Rum looks worse because you got involved and made it into community-wide drama. Shut up.
Yeah, facts.
I am all
That's
for
fair.
criticizing people and even using our platforms to expose legitimately bad people who use and abuse their platforms to prey on and exploit people, especially children.
Well, it's
But
a good
when we
thing
start
we're
putting the actions
exposing
of
you,
innocent
right?
people under a microscope to find the next villain of the week, something has gone horribly wrong. It's gross, and I, for one, refuse to be a part of that. I
But you
refuse
are
to be
a part
of
of
a
it.
community that fosters
You
that
are
kind of
a part
behavior.
of it,
For
though.
fuck's sake. We used to be the community that would dig deep into a topic to clear the names of innocent people and have even vindicated people with evidence who were previously condemned due to outright lies in the past. Yet somehow we got from there to here.
Okay, so this is the point for me when Tipster went off the deep end. I'm sorry, but let's compare these situations. Rum, your friend, got caught accidentally liking a picture of Lolly, and you defended her for hours on end. Then we have Slazo, falsely accused of rape. I'm sorry, these are not comparable. Tipster, you're insane. So, just to recap, Tipster's friend accidentally liked a sexual picture of Lolly. Tipster went on multiple streams arguing that the character that clearly looked like a child wasn't a child. He argued to look into the age of this character and like sexualized Lolly on Twitter in some sort of solidarity with his friend. One of his biggest arguments was comparing the character's breast size, which was then rendered completely null and void when it was found out that the character was not a girl, but a boy. And then Tipster couldn't let it go and made a video comparing the entire situation to false allegations. I was watching this and I was so confused on how Tipster's brain worked to the point where this was an actual point he was making. It's amazing how Tipster managed to get into a situation which just shows off all of his worst flaws, as well as tying him to one of the weirdest
Hit your
topics
shots, my boy.
he could
Hit
ever
your shots, my
defend.
boy.
It's a situation that has an obvious resolution and could have been easily solved if Tipster stayed out of it, but he just couldn't help himself. He was literally going from show to defend the showter. This was the indicator to jump ship. However, his closest friends in the community had similar criticism for him, but at the end of the day, they still wanted him around.
Is this a witch hunt for us? No.
No, and honestly, just to be clear, none of us are saying Tipster's got to go anywhere or anything like that. We're just making fun of him.
I want
online.
Tipster in the community.
Look, I
and to
am
stay in the
making fun of him.
But Tipster had enough.
Oh, I survived a few people in this community that I consider friends. I think the rest of you all are a bunch of fucking parasites, and I want nothing to do with that. And yes, I will die on that hill.
After the controversies involving AP and him defending his friend for Lolly, Tipster started moving away from the commentary community and cozying up to other online spaces, in particular, Keffals. For those
Oh,
unaware,
no, not
Keffals is a somewhat
Keffals.
known
Wait,
online trans
let me
activist
find the safe
who I
spot.
guess got
Not
her fame from
Keffals,
ratioing
bro.
people on Twitter. She's also well known for a campaign against the online forum Kiwi Farms, using a Twitter following and spearheading the hashtag #KiwiFarms movement. Keffals has gone on campaigns to deplatform multiple creators.
Why
She's
am I
falsely
missing my
accused
shots?
Chud Logic of being a pedophile, falsely accused Destiny of being a rapist. She raised $100,000 for a lawsuit and no one knows what happened with the money.
Oh, what is
She's
with
under
my
fire for
shots?
allegations related to her server Catboy Ranch, and she's promoted the shipping of black market hormones for kids to go behind their parents' back and transition. More relevant to Tipster, Keffals also wanted to deplatform him, along with his commentary friends back in 2022, and some of her associates actually made partial progress in this. But now, in big 2023, Tipster was interacting and liking all of her tweets and acting like they were best buds. Now, Tipster's friends in the commentary community saw this interaction, and they were kind of weirded out because they've all been critical
As
of her
they should
in the
be.
past. But at the end of the day, they let Tipster do whatever he wanted to do peacefully. And if he left peacefully, maybe this video wouldn't have been made, or Tipster wouldn't have become a lolcow. But instead, he started blocking people in the commentary community over a meme about how the LGBT community had forgiven him.
hold on.
Then Tipster started going on his streams and saying how good Keffals' community had treated him, allegedly accusing the
What?
commentary community of inflicting serious harm on his mental health. So if Tipster really did say that the commentary community seriously impacted his life,
Okay,
that's
hold on.
astonishing, because
Okay, there's a lot being said, and I haven't really like properly reacted to it. So I got way into my game. So, there's a lot of lore. There's a lot of lore right now that's being talked about. Keffals, for one, I despise Keffals. I despise Keffals with a wholehearted passion. Keffals is one of those people who, I believe she's transgendered. I believe that is the case. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. There's a car going by. I need to heal up before I do any interactions or any battles. But with Keffals, the whole thing with Keffals is like, if you do not support the transgender community, you're like anti-LGBT, which is not really the case. I phrased that wrong. If you don't, I think she said something along the lines of that if you refuse to date a transgendered person, or if you refuse something along those lines, you're anti-LGBT. Oh, he hired him. No, I was gonna hire him. Okay, that makes things worse for me. Fuck. Okay, he's in the house. Gotta be careful. So, I mean, just supporting Keffals is terrible. I don't like Keffals, like, at all. And the thing with Tipster that kind of irritates me is that Tipster is overall just a bad person. Overall, just his defense with the lolly stuff and everything is just, it's a bad look. I'm gonna get away from this area so I can actually comment. I don't know how people do YouTube content and play games at the same time. This is y'all are crazy, because I'm trying to focus so hard on maybe winning this game that it's so difficult. I don't know how y'all do it. I don't know how you do it. I feel like I'm gonna get shot at any moment's notice.
Because we've gone through all of Tipster's controversies in this video, bar a couple of small Discord dramas that no one cares about, and could all this really drive someone's mental health off the roof? I mean, he got bodied by some YouTubers in 2021, had his DMs leaked in 2022, and got criticized by a bunch of small commentators and fans. Did that really up Tipster? Further suspicions were raised after a conversation between Augie RFC and Tipster, where Tipster essentially blames Augie's audience and the commentary orbiters who criticized him for driving him away from the commentary community. But again, most of these situations were ones that Tipster could have easily stayed out of, and in some cases he directly caused them. There's some stuff in this conversation that we could dig deep into, but look at the video time, we're running over already. The important thing here is that the result of this conversation was people in the community starting to seriously side-eye Tipster, and this was the foundation for what would be Tipster's turning point. Personally, if his drama in the commentary community impacted his mental health, I don't really have any sympathy because of how he treated Colton, but that is just my opinion. Now, as I said, many people looked upon Tipster with suspicion, but one person who really wasn't was Boblax, who'd been friends with Tipster for years. I haven't really mentioned him and Tipster too much in this video, but these two were pretty close friends. At one point, Tipster even called Boblax his brother. These two were homies. So things started getting heated when in early June, Boblax accidentally leaked one of his alt accounts on Twitter called Throbbing Horsecock.
No, wait, what?
This was a shitpost account where the Boblax would tweet once every year, but when he tweeted it was wild. From wanting to pro Jared and Parasynical, to dropping the dreaded N-bomb a couple of times.
The commentary community is so afraid of N-words, but say it all the time when iDubbbz let them. What? Are they black? Are they black? That's the question. Are they black? And obviously, I mean, it's the same as back in the Call of Duty days where everybody would just drop the N-bomb for like no reason. It's pretty much the same thing. I try not to take offense when someone drops the N-word. It's just because I don't know if it's the internet. I don't know if they're black or not. I say it in my videos every now and then. I try not to think of a big deal, but I mean, I don't care. I don't care as much. I think it matters depending on who says it, because I know Riley Reid made a music video where she said it like consistently, and that kind of pissed me off because she was just taking advantage of the the community. Because I don't think just because you fucked a black guy this means that you should be able to say it. But this, I don't care about.
This was a pretty wild account. But what stood out for others was one of the jokes that Boblax made in 2019, where he said, trans women aren't real women, but I still f the shit out of them. Now, if you're at least a little familiar with Boblax's content and positions, you're somewhat aware that he's one of the most progressive people in his community. Throughout his career, he's advocated for trans people and has talked about it multiple times. This is clearly just an old joke, but to Keffals, someone who Boblax had previously talked to about trans issues, this was proof that he and his friends were all transphobes. This frustrated Boblax, who decided to post DMs between himself and Tipster, as Keffals had called him transphobic the month prior, but Tipster had excused it as just trolling. But now Keffels was talking about him being a transphobe because of an old 2019 tweet on a parody Twitter he rarely used. You can see how this kinda invalidates the excuse of it just being trolling months earlier. It's as if Keffels just wanted any reason to go at Boblax. Now, despite being mentioned, Tipster doesn't really have to get involved here. Again, just like with DJ Screwdriver and AP, you can't just ignore what people are saying about you and keep your feelings private.
Okay.
But Tipster obviously hasn't learned how to do that yet, so he had to hop in and argue with Boblax.
You're mad, and I'm a bit mad too. So
Okay.
who's gonna explain the madness first?
I just don't understand why you're leaking my DMs when you're in an argument with Keffels. If you like have a problem with Keffels, that's cool, dude. But like, that's between you two. What's the problem?
Here's something else I'm confused. How does it make you homophobic if you say that you wouldn't fuck, that you don't think trans women are not women, but you still fuck them? How does that make you trans? You just literally admitted that you would still have sex with them. Or, well, I have to say them because I don't know which, ooh, I'm in a rough spot. How many people are left? 7 people. All right, here comes a guy. I don't understand how that makes you transphobic, though, if you would still accept them how they are. If you just have a scientific, oh shit, he's got a recon. If you have a scientific opinion or something, that doesn't necessarily make you transphobic. That's stupid. That's like actually pretty freaking stupid.
Like, why are you leaking my shit?
Cause you said that Keffels has changed, and you said that Keffels was just trolling and doesn't actually think I'm like transphobic or whatever.
Yeah, on that
and then
specific
she
day,
jumps
I didn't. On that
she
specific
jumps
day,
on the opportunity to get a 4-year-old tweet on a parody account where
what does
nothing
that have
I say
to do
is
with
serious.
me, bro? What the does that have to do with me? Why are you leaking my shit in regards to a conversation on a completely different day?
Because it relates to the situation.
No, it doesn't. This is a completely different conversation on a completely different disagreement you guys had.
Wait, it's about Keffels thinking I'm transphobic.
Well, yeah, because she sees like the recent tweets that you've made, the other stuff that came out, and she's like changed her mind. Like, okay, maybe I think he is transphobic.
Again, a clip that perfectly summarizes this entire debate. Tipster asks why Boblax posts the DMs. Boblax answers by saying because it relates to the current situation. She's totally fine with joking around here, but when she sees a 4-year-old tweet, she calls Boblax transphobic. And then Tipster, unable to go on from there and accept the L, he just moves on to a different question, and then loops back around as if Boblax never even answered this question.
I said I can understand that you're saying it's a joke, but like you can understand why she would be upset about it, right?
No, I can't, because we've had in-depth conversations about trans allyism in DMs and stuff like that, and she's just fucking going out of her way to attack me for no reason. She wants me to be transphobic.
So why don't you have a conversation with her about it? Why do you got to drag me into this?
Because you dragged yourself into this when you went into my DMs and said that Keffels is just trolling and doesn't
because she was just trolling you that day.
You see the slimy little way to get out of it? Tippy tunnel vision at its best.
You're trying to conflate a completely different conversation that happened back in May with something that's happening now. That was
because they're directly related.
They're not, though. It's 2 completely different conversations.
About me being
like
transphobic.
She literally told me that day that she was trolling you. That's why I told you she was trolling you.
Okay, and
now
you know what else
upset.
it relates to? I'm trolling her on my parody account, and now she thinks that's legit, even though, but she's allowed to troll that I'm transphobic. Like, what? Like, why can she troll, but I can't?
I'm just frustrated because, like, I'm getting dragged into this, and
see, that's another little tippy tunnel vision. You just
Hey, who cares if you get dragged into it? Who cares if you get dragged into it? I genuinely do not care. Like, honestly, even if you were getting dragged into it, why? Honestly, get over it. Honestly, this didn't even have to be a public conversation. Why did you guys talk about this publicly?
Lies of the question, it's amazing.
I mean, I just didn't think you would mind about me leaking something you would say publicly anyway.
Maybe you should have asked me first.
Yeah, see?
Did they?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna like release this call, or I'm not gonna do some video. I don't do commentary. I don't give a about this anymore.
You're transphobic.
Boblax, like, I'm sorry, I don't know if this is your autism, but that was a completely different day.
During the debate,
Tipster's a fucking retard.
Boblax makes a perfectly valid complaint about how a trans person with a large following calling him a transphobe could affect him, and Tipster shows no empathy. He's truly in. He's locked in on.
That's also another thing. If my boy Vision gets into a situation where he has to prove something because a group of people are saying that he's homophobic or transphobic or racist or something like that, and he needs a screenshot of mine, or he needs a voice recording where it actually proves his innocence. I wouldn't have no problems with that. I would actually have no problems with that because one, we're homies and I have his back regardless. Unless he does like actual criminal activity, which kind of makes, you know, me look bad. I mean, it really just depends on the situation. But if you're friends, why wouldn't you have the back of your friends? You had the back of Vosh, who for some reason you considered a friend. You defended him when he went out talking about how he likes horse cock lolly porn. Like, I don't understand why that was defensible. But for someone calling out your friend for being transphobic, you don't want to defend that? Like, honestly, kiss my ass. You're a horrible friend. That is just you being an absolute horrible friend.
Tippy tunnel vision.
If you have a problem with it, talk to her about it.
Why didn't she talk to me about it instead of going on her Twitter and blasting me as a transphobe to 100,000 people?
I don't know, dude.
Tipster's dying on the hill to defend Keffel's trolling, but will nail Boblax to the cross for doing the same. He's the guy who's crying about Boblax bringing up DMs from the previous month, yet sits idly by whilst Keffel's calls Boblax a transphobe for something he said 4 years ago. I mean, the bias is shining through like the beams from heaven after racism gets installed on Discord. Boblax and Keffel's later have a debate, but I do not want to give anyone the torture of listening to Keffel's talk with the speed she's talking at.
Oh, the way she talks is
but isn't
so
it crazy
annoying.
That this is just like the stuff with Tommy C repeating again? Someone who Tipster previously disliked treated him nicely, and he completely burned the bridge with his former friends, taking the opportunity that came to stick the knife in Boblax. Following this debate of sorts, OrgFC would do a stream reacting to the situation, eventually debating Keffels and later Tipster, and it's just L after L.
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful tonight.
What I'm trying to understand is why are you guys so pissed about this when Boblax isn't even pissed about this? The whole
It doesn't
point
matter.
of me
I'm
bringing
allowed to commentate over whatever the fuck I want.
No, you can commentate on whatever you want, but I'm telling you, like, it seems like you're moral about something that Boblax isn't even upset about.
Tipster, you can't be using that language like that. What the fuck is that about?
Why are you upset over something that Boblax isn't upset about? Boblax and I had a conversation this morning, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, you know, I don't really see a problem like what you did."
I'm glad he said it. That's irrelevant. That's not the point. The point is that you're not defending somebody who you consider a friend
or whatever. Kind of like, you know, you were trying to mediate.
That's
between
irrelevant
us. Like,
to me.
that's the whole point of this. We were mediating a conversation. So you guys are making a big deal, making it seem like I backstabbed Boblax or something.
You did.
When the whole purpose of that conversation was just to mediate a conversation between him and Keffels.
That's irrelevant to me. It doesn't matter what Boblax thinks. I'm allowed to commentate.
So you don't
over
actually
whatever
have
the
an
fuck I
argument.
want.
You don't actually have an argument then.
No, my argument is I'm
cool.
allowed to commentate over whatever the fuck I want. If this
you can
call takes
commentate
place,
over whatever you want. I just
point.
don't understand why like this is such a big deal when the person who's
are
supposedly
you
the
really
victim in
sitting
this
there as a
doesn't
commentator,
think it's a
YouTuber,
deal.
going, "What's the big deal, man? What are you saying, dude? Like that's nothing."
I also like how you like told your
pivot.
audience
Okay.
about like the
So you
Colton
lost that
situation.
point, so just pivot to something else. But okay, let's hear it.
No.
I won the
Yeah,
blood
their
sports.
tactic is just to scream over each other. That's how
Tipster,
they win.
you
That's
lost
the only way
too.
this
You
works.
got completely exposed as a pussy.
Dude, you were like Loudster in
I
this
don't give a-
stream. You
I
talked
don't give
over
a-
everybody.
I don't give a
Tipster
f-
had
what
you
you guys
spurking
think
and
about me.
squealing like a pig until you couldn't
I
answer
genuinely
shit.
don't give a f- what you guys think about
Oh,
me.
You
you're
do.
getting-
What are you talking about?
That's why you call it in. You read.
I don't give a
That's
shit,
why you call it
dude.
in.
You can't say that you don't care and then it's join a live stream full of people complaining. You fucking hypocrite. You are full of shit. I don't like Tipster. I don't know if I've said it already. I don't like Tipster. Tipster is one of those people who I don't know who I dislike more. Do I dislike Tipster more than I dislike what's that fucker's name? He's so irrelevant to me. I just made a video about him not too long ago. You're both dead. You're cracked. I am not hitting my shots today. It's annoying. Come on. Come on. Now I have no shot. Fuck this. Get fucked. Thank you. Alright, cool. I don't know who I dislike more between Tipster and that other guy. I made a video about him a while back. I just can't remember his name for the life of me. Holy crap, what is his name? What is his name? It's going to bug me. What is his name? Fuck. I said his name earlier. I don't understand why it's not clicking for me. I don't get why it's not clicking. Fuck it, it's gonna come to me later. It's gonna come to me later.
Oh,
So-
why are you so quiet, man? What's going on?
If there's a little bit of dead air, I was just wondering.
What's
so
up?
what is the secret exactly to being like a healthy relationship with shot streams?
Oh, go
like
f
how?
yourself, Nick.
Can you just tell
Literally
me
go
how the
fuck yourself.
average alcoholic can get back to being?
I know that voice. Was that Nick Diario? Was that Nicholas Diario? Oh, was that the entire video? That couldn't have been the entire video. Okay, there we go.
Versus right argument for the next few months is going to be about titty milk.
Huh?
Yes, you read that right. Titty milk, lol.
It's usually a
I'm
good day for him
lost.
if he gets above 300 viewers on his stream or 3,000 people watch any of his videos. And I don't blame them, this guy's content is so it's a mental echo chamber of the same 5 soundboard effects.
Yeah, you about my soundboard. I love my soundboard. My soundboard's great.
Tipster, nobody in your audience likes your soundboard.
And before he banned and blocked literally everyone he used to know, you could regularly catch Tipster ranting about some account with 10 followers who decided to fuck with him in DMs or his chat.
Dominoson, your viewership is dropping, my friend. Aren't you the dip who put out the tweet that was like, yo, dog, look at this 100,000 subscriber YouTuber who only has 42 viewers at the start of the stream? The stream had literally started, hadn't even been live for like 2 minutes, and you put out that.
Okay,
tweet.
yeah, his
Can you
soundboards
talk
are
about
garbage.
how dishonest you are? Like, holy sh! And even if my viewership did drop that much, I don't give a.
You
Why
should.
do you care? It seems like you're the one that cares more than I do. Dumbass.
Wait.
Holy sh! Hiding.
That's
okay.
so disingenuous.
We have Domino coming back on an alt account. Hiding my friend Domino from chat will not save your viewership. I don't care. I'm just over here interacting with my chat and watching a read be a read on the internet. How
That's. If I ever get to this big, the last thing I want to do is argue with somebody in chat over something, over viewership. I think
sad
that's
is
so
your
stupid.
life that
Who
you're
cares?
obsessed with my numbers. Like, if I don't give a
You're a content
why
creator.
the
People are
do
going to
you?
be obsessed.
Do yourself a favor. Get off of the computer, go outside, touch some grass, and I would tell you to touch some ass, but clearly you're such a loser that, like, there's no way anyone would ever touch your dick.
I mean, analytically for Tipster, there's not.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say this right now. You should. Oh, I got a bounty on me. You shouldn't be talking about anybody, and them not getting laid when you sit in a room surrounded by anime dolls and toys. Come on, guy, and figurines. Like, that just screams like 30-year-old virgin. You stream all day. I can't imagine this guy getting laid consistently. I can't see it. Maybe it could. Maybe I might be wrong, but I can't see it. I personally can't see it. But again, I could be wrong. I just think it's stupid. It's just so stupid. But that's just me. That's just my opinions, honestly.
Not much hope either, like he's regularly given the most brain-dead takes from a biased perspective, like his take that the Israel-Palestine conflict has had a positive effect because it's taking the political pressure off trans people.
Obviously, like, what's going on in
Don't have any opinions on the Israel-Palestine thing. Don't have any opinions whatsoever. It's just such a dangerous, extremely dangerous thing to comment on, especially if you are a big content creator. Just don't do it. It's not worth it, because no matter what side you advocate for, you're gonna get absolutely mind molested by the other side. It's not worth it, honestly.
With the Israel-Palestine conflict right now, it's a serious issue, so I'm not trying to make light of it or whatever. But one positive thing that's come out of it is right-wingers have been busy talking about that and aren't really shitting on trans people anymore. So that's a plus, right?
Kids dancing with rainbows is big scary. To be fair, I don't think that's the point being made here. The point is probably that they don't realize why they're doing what they're doing. Parental influence and indoctrination seem to be what they're getting at here. I know what they're getting at. My point is, I don't care. But it's not just his former stance on Keffals. Tipster has turned heel and ran away from most of the positions he used to advocate for. Back in 2021, when Keemstar and his wife separated and Keem began dating a 20-year-old, Tipster was all for it.
Keem, how you doing? Yeah, I'll boost you up a little bit, but you're good. What's up?
That my girlfriend is hotter than yours.
Facts, bro.
She's a pretty good-looking girl. You did really well for yourself, Keem.
They just all became irrelevant. I'm sorry that my career lasted so long that the only people left to like associate with and communicate with are in their 20s. But based on that, you know, what do? I go on TikTok, I go on Twitter, I go on Instagram, I play Fortnite.
Hey,
I have
hey,
more
yo.
in common with a 20-year-old, right, than I do with a 40-year-old, than I do with a 30-year-old, than I do with, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
what are we? I ain't
Yeah.
taking no L's.
Yeah. Well, it's like I told you before. It's like everybody's just mad because you're living your best life.
That's stupid. That's a pretty bad take. I'm gonna be honest. That's a pretty bad take. I don't know why I'm craving like chocolate chip cookies right now, but I'm craving chocolate chip cookies. Regardless, that's a bad take. I don't think I agree with that. Just because you're on Instagram all day or you're on TikTok or whatever, I don't think that really justifies dating a... Uh-oh, got somebody on me. Huh? How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Why am I missing my shots? It's making me mad. Why am I missing my shots? Please tell me why I'm missing my shots.
Life so dude. Cool, dude. Well, congratulations. You look like you're like super happy.
But you said one
Fucking A.
comment?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm super happy. Now, I gotta go, Tipster. Me and my girl, we gotta play some Roblox.
All right, take it easy,
That's
man.
crazy.
All right.
That's
Shout
a
out to Keem.
crazy
Thanks for coming on,
statement.
man.
But 2023 comes around, and suddenly Keemstar's no longer the cool one as Keffels, so now you have to accuse him of being a pedophile. Here's another one, Lyrics. Back in 2022, Lyrics was being made fun of because of some very weird lolly pictures that he liked on Twitter. Now at the time, Tipster defended Lyrics, and he brought this up in his big response video as a point.
And second, that's a retarded...
Hold on. I want to read that.
Now at the time...
Okay. People are so desperate for the next pedo expose that they try to make Lyrics not out to be a creep because he likes anime. I can already tell this is just such a disingenuous comment. I can just tell that this is a super disingenuous comment. Oh? Shots fired? They were afraid because he misconstrues the CP. It's ridiculous. Okay, sure. I don't think that's the case, but sure.
Tipster
Whatever,
defended Lyrics, and he brought this up in his big response video as a point.
And second, that's a retarded fucking argument because I literally gave the same defense to Lyrics last year. Someone who not only doesn't have tits, but also made multiple videos on me. Someone who arguably didn't deserve my defense, and yet I did it anyway. And his case was even more ridiculous. Several of the images he was called out for weren't even remotely inappropriate, like fully clothed, non-sexualized characters. It was insane.
Bro,
I think
it was
that's
insane.
different.
But here comes 2023. Lyrics is making fun of Tipster, faking DMs with memes. So what does Tipster say? Faking DMs for relevancy? Damn dog, you really fell off. Just don't share lolly on stream again, and maybe everyone in the commentary community won't shit on you again, to the point that you cry and run away again. You literally defended him before. You were one of the only people who defended him. You are the last person who should be making fun of anyone for crying and running away from the commentary community. Tipster has even gone to the point where he has turned on his own religion for his internet community. Tipster was repping the Catholicism. He regularly wore the cross on stream and...
Oh no! Imagine wearing the cross! Imagine wearing the cross and defending CP. Imagine!
Much of him includes the same cross to this day. But whoa, now we're in a different community, hold up. I want to believe this is real. If conservatives can believe in Jesus, then you can believe this is real. Tipster, your profile picture literally has the fucking cross on it. I'm sorry, but appealing to Sky Daddy doesn't do it for me. Move along. You'd think after the situation with Rum that Tipster would learn his lesson and probably never get involved with lolly or anything related to pedophilia.
I think he just likes young-looking characters. That's all it is. I think he just likes young-looking characters. He might be a pedo too. Who knows?
But it seems that he's only continued to get worse since his move to his new community. I mean, the amount of people related to like pedophilia that he's defended is astounding. Back in late November of 2022, one of Tipster's friends under the Twitter handle @FilaneAmisto made a tweet calling out the artist Sophie LaBelle. Sophie is a trans-Canadian cartoonist who was called out after drawing a piece of diaper fur kink art. What
Oh,
makes this
no,
even
come
more
on, bro.
horrendous is that Sophie used a real child's picture as a reference image for kink art, and then Tipster gets involved here without any mention, and according to his Twitter user, he tried to argue that this wasn't sexual. FilaneAmisto hit back by saying that it was sexual, this was diaper fur art, look it up. And even then, that didn't convince Tipster. It was only after he realized his statements could be quote-unquote twisted that he took down his tweets and moved on. It was only until March 2nd, 2023, when FilaneAmisto pointed out that Sophie LaBelle had worked with kids and promoted her comic to kids.
Reminder that around that time the artist worked with children. Oh fuck. She was teaching at elementary school from what I got. That's a yikes for sure. Oh, so somebody told him that the artist worked for children. Oh. This guy just continues to make himself look worse over and over again.
Making this art look even worse. Tipster reached out and then gave an update saying he no longer stands by his argument only after he saw a post of her.
I often find people jump to conclusion on the intention of things and it gets frustrating, but I'm super reasonable to people who are willing to hear my perspective and understand where I'm coming from. Yeah, Tipster, because absolutely defending children being sexualized is 100 where you're coming from, right? Which is why I'm still friendly with you. You were willing to understand my point of view even if you disagreed with it. As of the tweets coming back, I admitted that it was a kink art. Okay, I'm not gonna comment. I no longer stand by my prior statements on it. It wasn't really defensible, like I didn't understand the issue. Then why'd you comment if you didn't understand the issue?
Admitting that her drawing was a kink. Whilst Tipster's tweets of defending Sophie are no longer archived, their DM conversation on March 2nd where he refers to it is still available. But it doesn't stop here. In mid-2023, Chris Tyson of MrBeast fame started talking publicly about the transition, which caused a lot of controversy. But among it all was Chris's past obsession with lolicon, and in particular, the drawings of Shadman, a Twitter artist known for sexualized drawings, often of children. Shadman is the same guy who drew the 11-year-old LT Corbis and Keemstar's 7-year-old daughter in overtly sexualized ways. This is also the same guy who drew Daphne Keem from the Logan films, whose actor was 12 at the time, being abused.
No,
Shadman
you
is
didn't.
like the final boss of
You
Lolicon.
didn't. Come
so
on,
when people
bro.
found old tweets of Chris wanting to crank it to Lolly, and them having a physical copy of Shadman's sexualized art pieces of a character that clearly looks like a child, questions were raised. Sure, people liked Shadman back in
That's not
2016,
real.
but
Tell me
no
this
one
is
bought
not
his
real.
art and made it
This
a
isn't
quote
real.
centerpiece of their living room. So
This
how
isn't
does Tipster
real.
react?
Guys, so as you know, there's been a lot of people on the internet making a big deal about the fact that Chris Tyson from the MrBeast crew came out as gender non-conforming recently.
What does that
And
mean?
trying to like make a lot of outrage and drama surrounding somebody basically just trying to live their.
What is can somebody tell me what non-conforming means? I never did understand that. Can someone tell me what that means? I have no idea what that means. Non-conforming. I don't know what that means. When someone tells me that they're non-conforming, does it mean like you don't conform to the normal social? I don't know. I want somebody to tell me what that means.
Their life, but it's gotten to the point where people started digging into like old tweets of theirs and stuff like that to find some reason to cancel them. And the latest thing is that apparently Chris Tyson is a pedophile because he made some edgy jokes about lolly and.
Okay, no. So I don't think you can even if it's a joke, you can't justify it. Oh, somebody's in there. Great. I just saw him run. If without a gun, I'm pretty fucked. Know what? Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Come on, be a gun. There be a gun. There be a gun. Perfect. Even as a joke, I don't think. I don't. Yeah, no, it's not okay. It's just genuinely not okay. Hold on. Eat it, buddy. Oh, you ate it. Oh, fucking ate it. Let's go.
Kids. Now, I gotta be honest, they're not the kind of jokes that I personally would make, but we've literally gotten to the point where making edgy jokes makes you a pedophile.
No!
I kid you not. That's how.
No, I refuse. I absolutely refuse. I refuse. You got me 50 shades of fucked up. It's not that making edgy jokes makes you a pedophile. What makes you a pedophile? Uh-oh, somebody's here. Heal up, heal up, heal up. What makes you a pedophile is when you defend CP, which is what you did. What makes you a pedophile is when you are okay with the sexualization of kids. That makes you a pedo. Okay, let's not mistake one thing for the other, because that's not the case. That's not how that works. Just because you got caught defending something you should not have defended does not mean it's the same for everybody else. Okay? Can we make that clear? I just want to go ahead and make that distinction, because I know he's confused right now and he wants to justify him being called out and the comments that he made. Let's just make that distinction real quick.
For pedophilia has become, at this point, give it like a month or two.
Okay, hold on. So non-conforming means they're comfortable with both genders, just at different times. Okay. Some people have the capacity to dress up both ways and truly live their lives or whatever. Okay, I understand.
And you'll be considered a pedophile just for breathing the same air as children. Oh, he's bringing up the Shad Bay stuff. I don't know if I've heard anything about Shadman and Chris being friends. I know there was a controversy involving the fact that Chris allegedly owned, like there was a picture he posted on Twitter of him owning like a piece of artwork by Shadman. And I've seen the artwork in question. I'm not going to show it on stream for obvious reasons. But the artwork looked like it depicted someone who was of adult age. It looked like somebody who was very petite.
Oh, I'm looking at this art right here. Bonus fidget spinner used to throw thrown in for some real autism. Oh, for some extra art. I still don't understand what he means by that. But I'll say this: she looks very underage, but it's also she looks edgy as hell with the gun in her mouth. I don't understand why. But I guess it was supposed to be made to be edgy. I came in here and grabbed the exact same gun that I dropped in the first place. Smart. Okay. It just looks edgy to me. But of course, I think it's the blush on her face and that's making her sexualized. I guess I don't really get it, but sure.
Kind of like a Belle Delphine type figure.
No, okay, stop. Belle Delphine is a horrible example. Belle Delphine is a absolute horrible example because she appeals to a community of lonely online men, while looking like she makes herself look younger. I think she's like 40, if I'm not mistaken. Belle Delphine is like 35 or 40 or something like that, and she continuously makes herself look really young because she's trying to appeal to the anime community. No, she's not appealing to normal people. So you understand, she's not appealing to the normal guy who works at Wendy's, gets online and play games all day, and then goes back to work the next day. She's appealing to the community of gamers. I'm sorry, not gamers. Sorry, anime lovers. Just to clarify. So she's a horrible example.
I'm not really sure, but it was something to that degree, right? And so, I mean, my issue with that was Shadman's a very controversial figure, okay? Very controversial. They have drawn some really up in the past, okay? And so I will say this. I wouldn't be supporting Shadman. I don't know if he purchased that artwork or just printed it out or something like that, but I wouldn't be signal boosting or supporting Shadman's work because of his history. But either way, like I've seen the artwork, and I don't personally think the artwork is anything questionable.
Bro, not again. Tipster, the girl has braces and a missing tooth, is being drawn by a pedophile. But of course, it wouldn't end there. You guys heard of Natty Forsyth, Nathrix, Scrimzox? Any of those names ring a bell?
Nope.
Well, they're a Roblox YouTuber who got chased out of every community they joined because of their weird past. Natty is known for sexually messaging multiple minors online, as well as being openly sexual to their mostly underage fanbase and sending gore to minors on Discord. They've also posted a video advocating for MAPs, or minor attracted persons. After Tipster left the commentary community, Natty Forsyth was one of the known people in his circle of friends. And keep in mind, everything I've told you has been well known and documented for a while, but Tipster still willingly associated with this person for months.
Natty Foreskin says, please turn your camera back off. Okay, there will be no calling him a pedo in my, or sorry, her. There will be no calling her a pedo in my chat, all right?
Why?
I know people have their opinions on Natty, and it's like, whatever. Y'all can have whatever opinion you want.
Then why are you...
But no calling them a pedo in my...
What? Then why? Why are you telling them... You just said they're allowed to have whatever opinions, and then proceed to tell them that they're not allowed to have their opinions. Come on, brother.
Chat, relax, okay?
It wasn't until September 2023 when Natty did a sleep stream in her underwear, where Tipster finally saw it as a step too far. But seemingly none of the other stuff seemed to bring any suspicion up. Why? Why give the benefit of the doubt to these clear-cut cases? In February 2024, Tipster got the most attention he's got since leaving the commentary community, which was when political streamer and local horse Vosh accidentally revealed a folder of lolly porn on stream.
Oh, there it
and
is.
Vosh's ownership of Lolicon put a lot of his strange and questionable takes that he'd argued in the past regarding CP into even more questions than they had previously.
If you're not paying for child pornography, then there is no argument in favor
Huh?
of morally condemning people who get it.
It is possible for an adult and a child to have a sexual relationship and for it to have positive outcome.
Oh, you lost the plot. You lost the plot, brother. You lost the plot. Oh, it's only 100 meters off. I can get that. Assuming that I don't get ambushed. You lost the plot. The minute that you say that it's okay, you lost the plot. I don't even want to repeat it because of how fucked that is.
On the child as well.
Before the folder leaks, these takes were excused by some of Vosh's defenders because no one had any evidence that he was ever attracted to children, and they were all just used in theory to counter other moral arguments. But then the folder got leaked and people started getting really weirded out. One of the people who noticed this was Ethan Klein of H3H3.
Yeah,
he decided to go on stream
Ethan.
and make fun of Vosh and his takes to thousands of people. But Tipster decided to drop his take, dying on Lolly Hill in defense of Vosh a year after his defense with Rum, saying the same as before, we don't know the age, even though people have found the images, and it looks like a child. Tipster's take was, let's laugh and move on, and then Careful sided with him. H3 responded by being like, that's pretty weird, and then Careful and Tipster made this.
So, just a general question, because I'm curious, okay? If your friend, or if somebody you know, said some polarizing shit that is borderline illegal, would you defend it? No matter what, would you defend it? Would you be okay with that? Because to a certain extent, I think I would defend my homies, but it depends on, it really depends on the topic. I don't think lolly content is, I don't think I would for that, but like what, how this is like, I'm curious, what is the, like, how far are you willing to defend your mates? Genuine question.
This issue about Lolicon into a trans issue. It shouldn't be acceptable for people who are supposedly leftist or progressive to pedo jacket trans people. We are already the target of that from the right. Incredibly disappointing to see from people who should know better. Keep in mind, H3H3 never said anything about trans people. It's just Keffels that brings it up. After this gruesome twosome got bodied by Ethan Klein, more people started to dig into Tipster's past and all these weird takes we've gone over, resulting in a video where Tipster addresses all of these and doubles down on his Chris Tyson take, ending in this cringy bit where he throws out all the anime he has.
Okay.
This whole situation has honestly ruined anime for me so much that I never want to watch anime again. I don't want anything to do with anime. I got my waist bin here and I got some of my anime. We got Death Note, one of my favorites. Throw it in the bin. We got some.
No, don't blame. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't blame Death Note for your fuck ups. Excuse you, sir. Don't do that. And excuse me, sir. You're dead. As soon as I can hit my shots. Come on. Come on. It's just a matter of time. Just eat the death. Eat the death. Oh my god, I can't hit my shots for shit. Close range it is. Thank you.
Dragon Ball Z, another great anime show. Throw it in the bin.
Why?
Robotech seems pretty harmless, but who knows? Maybe there's some lolly in there. Throw it in the bin.
What?
Ease, based on one of my favorite RPG franchises, in the bin. Hell, I've got video games that are anime inspired. Those go in the bin too.
Are you throwing away?
Ease, the video game, gone. The Final Fantasy games, there's probably some lolly in there somewhere. Get rid of them.
Final Fantasy? I feel you're wilding too much. Final Fantasy. That's a bit. Come on, bro. You mean to tell me that you think Tifa Lockhart is a lolly? Come on, bro. I love Tifa Lockhart. I don't care what anybody says. Judge me how you will. I love Tifa. She's awesome.
Final Fantasy VII Remake's gotta go.
For what?
Catherine,
What was the point of doing this?
Pretty sure there might be something sussy in there. Let's get rid of it.
Catherine?
And just for good measure.
Catherine's based on a college student. Where are we getting, brother? What are we doing? That at this point, when people do stuff like this, it just feels like it's more clout based. It's not apologetic. It's just pure clout. You're reacting just to get reactions, cause like what you're doing just doesn't even make sense at this point. It genuinely just doesn't make any sense.
Ethan calls people he views as lolicons, he calls them lollipops. So we'll get rid of lollipop chainsaw.
Yeah,
just to be on the safe side. I'm so sick of anime at this point. I want nothing to do with it. No more anime in my house.
So you're gonna throw away the Super Mario brothers? You gonna throw the Super Mario brother doll you have back there? Is that gonna be thrown away too? Because I mean, technically speaking, it has an anime. Ooh, oh, that's a tree. I thought that was a person. Once this video is over, I'm gonna end the live stream and go get me something to eat. I'm freaking starving. Uh-oh. Nope, I don't want you. Oh, so close. Okay.
My opinion, totally fine. But
No,
like,
no,
that's
it's
where
not
kinda
about your
at.
opinion. No, it's not about
I
your
didn't
opinion
even
whatsoever.
come here to talk about like this stupid. All right. Like I came here for a completely different conversation.
Yeah, that's fair
like,
enough. Which
I
is,
didn't even want to talk
okay.
about this stupid Vosh anymore.
Wait,
like
wait,
it's so
is
like.
it-
I think
Okay,
what's really
that's fair,
annoying to
that's
me
fair,
is like
that's fair.
people misrepresent like what I say is me defending Lolly, and I'm not defending like Lolly. Okay, like I think it's like, yeah, it's really f***ed up that some people like engage with this for sure, but like I don't
I'm not
defend this.
saying defending Lolly, right? I'm saying you're defending the sweep.
I'm just saying he's defending Lolly. I'm saying that.
Look, I
I'm-
told you it was a bad idea for me to come on this show, and like I'm out of here.
Now, when you line up all the people that Tipster's defended, it makes him look like a pretty weird guy who you wouldn't trust around your kids. And I see why people think about it like that, especially considering Tipster has accused others of the same thing with barely any basis. But despite all this, from the bottom of my heart, I don't think Tipster is a lolicon or a pedophile.
See, that's where I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. I can't really say whether I think he likes Lolly. I'll say this. I think he genuinely likes Lolly. But I don't think he's a pedophile. I don't think just because you like Lolly that makes you a pedo. I will say that. Because, well, see, not even I can completely... it's such a controversial topic. It's such a... I hate talking about this because it's so controversial. I don't think he's a pedo per se, but I do think he enjoys Lolly. Now, whether you think that makes him a pedo or not, that's completely up to you. I have a very controversial opinion about it, and even then, I might switch up because I don't necessarily believe it 100%. Because I do think that in some cases, if you do like lollies, you might have some kind of desire hidden back there for little kids. But that might not always be the case. You might like the characters because you find them cute. You might like the characters and it might not be sexualization of any kind. It could just be, oh, this character is really cute. That's when it's just like, oh, I'm not so sure. Sure, you can be a lolicon, but that doesn't necessarily make you a pedo, okay? I think in some cases, in a lot of cases, I think if you are a lolicon, you might be a pedo. But then you have the argument of the separation between reality and fiction, right? Non-fiction and fiction. You have the separation between that. So it's such a controversial take because I love it. When it comes to, this is just me, when it comes to anime, I love the big tittied anime chicks. I fucking love it. But in real life, I'm not. Yeah, I don't really want the G cups. Okay, I don't want a woman who's a G cup. I don't want that. I'm not even the double D's. I'm not too big of a fan. I think a handful, love it. That's what I love. Okay, Even the girl that I'm talking to currently, she's not massive, okay? But like in real life, I don't prefer the massive woman. But when it comes to anime characters, gotta love it. Gotta love it. So it really just depends.
I think he's a leech. Tipster's entire career has just been feeding off people who have more influence or are more talented until they get tired of coddling him after he continues to make dumb mistakes, and then at the first opportunity, he will strike and change teams. It's a pattern that's been going on since 2019. Tipster has never stuck to his morals. All that he's been doing for years is fitting in, and he's still doing it right now. The reason—
And he's not doing it well, because every time he tries to fit in with a norm or follow what's trending on YouTube or any other I gotta stop saying every time I talk. I don't know why, when I picked up that habit, but it's such an annoying habit because I hear myself doing it and I hate it. I genuinely hate it. I don't know why I picked up that habit, but see, I almost did it again. I had to stop myself. But I think that every time he tries to conform to whatever thing is trending, he's always on the underdog side of it, which is not a great take. It's not a great place to be. I don't know why you would want to be the underdog of every single thing that's happening, but it always feels like that's what he's doing.
The reason I don't think he's a lolicon or a pedophile is because 3 out of the 4 people he's defended are trans, and with the other one, Vosh, he started with using trans people as a shield for him. Tipster does not care about what these people have done. He cares—
Okay, unpopular take, okay? But aren't most wait, is it trans or just gay? Because I know a lot of one of the biggest concerns about homosexuality, no, gay, not lesbians per se, but gay men, is that there have been times that oh man, this is such a bad take. I think this is a bad take, but I've read articles about gay men preying on younger kids. It's not a huge number, but it is a number. So I'm not entirely sure if that fits within the transgender. Because even when you talk about Keffels, I believe there's some kind of case going on about the Catboy Ranch, where she preyed on the minors in her community. So again, I don't know. It's a bad take, and I don't have enough information to really comment on it. But I'm not entirely sure that that's the reason.
Cares about who these people are. And if Tipster really wants to help the communities that he cares about, the first step he should take is getting a new hobby that isn't YouTube, because he's garnered such a reputation that anything he associates with has the stamp of an untrustworthy, weird, vindictive, emotional man-child with a history of hypocrisy and defending lolly porn. Or you can—
I'll never get over him defending lollies. I'll never get over, because there's no real justification for it. There's no actual justification for it. And on top of that, I don't think he should quit YouTube. I genuinely do not think he should quit YouTube, because he makes such bad content that it makes great react content. And plus, if he does quit YouTube, what would he do? I feel like YouTube is his life. So what exactly would he do?
Just not listen.
I don't see him getting a job. I don't see it.
And
not
keep
a real
digging
job.
down. Until next time, stay safe and stay toasty.
Oh, I like this. Okay. Okay, that's the end of that video. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Tipster. I don't like Tipster at all. There's another, I don't know why I can't remember his name, but there's another guy that I made a video on, or I reacted to a video not too long ago. It's Tipster, and I see his face, but I can't remember what his name was. But they're like the two biggest people that I genuinely dislike in the Reacts commentary community. They're just horrible pieces of shit, like genuine pieces of shit, and it just irritates me that I even have to sit down and watch them. I do want to react to some more Tipster content, because there is some content that I haven't covered. But one of the things that I really don't, this is something that I try to be very careful about, okay? And that is defending anything within the anime community, or anything within massive communities that's known for being degenerates. Because typically speaking, when you have a community that's really large and full of degeneracy, if you try to defend any of that, then you will be labeled a hypocrite. You will be labeled controversial, which I am controversial to a certain extent, but it's such a bad take. There's always a bad take. But anything that revolves around kids, just don't touch it. If the character looks like a kid, don't touch it, don't defend it, nothing. There's an anime that I actually like called High School DxD, and there's a character by the name Konako who I don't like her as a character. I don't like the fact that she's in the anime because of the fact she looks 12 and they heavily sexualize her, and it just overall it kind of ruins the anime for me a tad bit. Not even a tad bit, or just overall, because all the other characters look like they're 18 and above, but when you get to that specific character, it kind of kills it for me. But again, personal take, and I think that's not the only anime. One of the reasons, another reason is like I will not watch oh my god, I see the anime in my head, but I can't remember the name of it. But there's another anime, and it's just like a bunch of young looking characters, but what they did is they add massive breasts to the characters to make them look, I guess, make them justifiably adults. But when you look at their height and when you look at their faces, they look super young, and it's just overall just such a bad show. I feel like when it comes to Japan in anime in those categories, just avoid it. I'd avoid talking about it. I'd avoid, if you're gonna enjoy that kind of stuff, just do it in your own private space. Don't go on the internet and talk about it. Don't go on the internet and enjoy it. I just feel like you need to enjoy that to your own personal. Just keep it to yourself. Nobody else should have to listen to you talk about it, because it makes people uncomfortable. It makes people very, very uncomfortable, because again, our number one thing is to protect the children, and you're not really protecting children if you're constantly sexualizing them. It's disgusting. It's genuinely disgusting. But anyways, yeah, that's my take on the entire thing. I do have to go pick up my little brothers. I don't know if I'm gonna come back and live stream later. I have to find a game that I can play while live stream, because it's so hard to pause and then comment and then go back to the game. It's so difficult to do. I don't know how people do it. Maybe they play games that's not as intensive as Fortnite, because even when I did Honkai Impact, it was it was easy. It was easy to do. But anyways, I'm gonna end the stream there. I'll be back in a few hours, maybe. I do have a video that I need to work on. There's another video that I'm gonna be uploading sometime this week that's talking about, because I know earlier in the stream I talked about copyright. I'm going to be talking about the community guidelines in another video, because there's a trend on YouTube that is, it shouldn't exist. I don't know why these people aren't banned. I don't know why they're not banned, but oh god, it pisses me off to a huge extent. But anyways, I'm going to end the stream there, and I'll catch you guys in